Greetings and salutations.
Said hello. Wow, I'm botching already.
Solo.
Hello.
Halutations.
This is how we start. This is how we start, guys.
Not even drunk yet.
I did not have enough to be anywhere near drunk, so I shouldn't be fucking up this bad.
Yeah. Anyhow, this is Sudaku,
And I'm Danzo.
and this
I
is
swear
the
I'm not drunk.
Terribad.
The Terribad Tuesdays. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're still not even the first thing that comes up if you specifically search for us on YouTube. Good
Give us some
feelings.
time, all right? You know what? We gon' get there. It takes time. It takes me actually. I didn't even advertise last episode due to a bunch of shit happening. So you know what? I'm gonna be doing that this week.
Oh man, what happened? Certainly nothing big or eventful has happened in your life in the
Yeah,
goddamn, I feel like we've done this before. I think we've done this
yeah.
before.
Like this is the anagram for something. But yeah, yeah, like a huge, gigantic thing of finally bringing Kate, my girlfriend, down here. So yeah, my girlfriend's down in Memphis with me.
Your girlfriend
Just
is
did the
named
move.
KKK? That's pretty fucked up, Defon.
It was better than her last name, Blackface. So yeah.
I, I, I think Avison's name just has to be KKK Blackface now.
No, no. Oh Lord, that you know what? Fuck it. She's gonna kick me later
she's
on.
she's
But yeah,
gonna
no.
storm her way onto our set now that she can do that. Be like, what
Yeah.
the
Oh
fuck
yeah.
did you just call
Easily.
me?
The fuck you say about my hair?
What the fuck did you say about my hair? Oh, to be fair, I
But
think she
nah.
might actually do that. She put a lot of money into that hair.
Yeah, like her hair is great. But yeah, no. She's here. We finally did the move. We got shit unpacked. The moving process was a lot of stress.
No.
As I like to give first of all, I like to give a personal fuck you to the U-Haul of Michigan
Oh, your first
for like we
mistake
were
was
supposed.
U-Haul.
Yeah, we're supposed to have an auto tow like dolly for the back of the truck, and they had like the regular tow dolly, which messed up her car, so we had to get that fixed. So a personal fuck you to them.
I would almost suggest looking into a lawyer to get those damages
I
recouped.
I literally was, but very sadly due to paperwork and shit, we could possibly get them recouped, but it would have been like months away. So it's like, we'll just soak it up and just not deal with them ever again. That's all. We're out of the state. That's because I'm be dealing with multiple state thing, and I
Mm,
just wanted it to be done. We'll
I
we'll
don't
fix it.
fucking blame
It's
you.
fine. But yeah, we did the move. It was uh, outside of that, it was good. It was a bit of a long drive. Uh, 12 hours turned to 17 due to all the other stuff, but still, we made it.
How did you manage to tack an extra 5 hours? Is it because you had to stop
The
for the
car
U-Haul?
thing
Okay.
and the
Yeah.
U-Haul thing, and needing to take a nap because no human should drive 12 hours and be fine.
That's okay. Mm. Coffee
So
is
yeah,
more important than dead air, don't worry. Um,
oh, trust me, it's
yeah.
fine. But yeah, went
But
through that. That was a fun thing. Sorry.
no, I was just gonna say, congratulations on the move. I mean, that shit is no small step. And
Yeah.
I know she ended up having to take like a cut to her hours to make it happen too. So it's like, it could be better.
Actually, after a little bit of time, more than likely she'll get her hours back easily. She knows what the fuck she's doing,
Yeah.
so it should be fine.
She was a
Outside of the
fucking
major,
monster. The the devilish monster of the Flint or not Meyer. Jesus Christ, that's where I worked. She was the devil monster of the Flint Walmart. Or I guess it's technically the Grand
Walmart.
Blanc Walmart.
Yeah.
It's like it's like I heard I was about to kick up a fuss and start a bunch of drama at work. Nani?
Oh yeah. Let's show how it is. But yeah, she's been all right with here so far. She's been adjusting very well. She just sleeps much better even I do.
How's the weather?
Good but cold
You lucky.
because of that cold front from up north.
Oh, shut up, you lucky cunt. The real feel was like -15 where I lived the other day.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
You
Like people here,
fuck.
here's the thing: people here are treating it as if it's -15. Be like, "Oh man, it's so cold," and I'm laughing.
It's 30. Shut up.
That's why I'm laughing. I'm like, you
It's not even
fuckers wouldn't
snowing.
survive. Yeah, like you fuckers wouldn't survive.
Oh
Just get
lord.
fucked. It's hilarious. But
Uh,
oh man, that move was interesting though. And after the since we did the move, we didn't have many funds, so we've been like trying to take it easy with what we do.
eh, I mean, I would too. I would too. I mean, I update on the last situation on the last episode that we talked about. Uh, I did end up losing my job. For all you
Right.
viewers at home, I'm not sure that that was stated
Yeah,
necessarily on the last podcast.
yeah, you didn't use that last one. You were they were something review bullshit thing.
Yeah, it was horse shit. But
Yeah.
yeah. So I did end up losing my job, which is fun. I have an interview tomorrow for some security place, and then a couple other potential like I have an application in at the Flint Best Buy.
All right.
Yes, I might be returning to the hellhole.
You
So,
gotta do what you have to do.
uh, in fact, I might specifically move into Casey's old apartment just because I know it's there. But,
Right.
it all depends on where I'm working and how much I'm getting paid.
Yeah.
But apart from that, um, I mean, how you guys been doing with your shit? I know funds were pretty tight, but you guys went out to lunch today, right?
Yeah. We already got at least got groceries for the week, so we're fine on that end. And yeah, we went out to lunch. Actually, there's a lot of really good restaurants down here, and we was going to some of the ones in Midtown. One of them, the one we went to tonight, was the second what's called the second line.
All right.
It's a really good restaurant. Like they had like some special gumbo there since it's Mardi Gras, and I forgot it was Mardi Gras.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so they had like the special Mardi Gras gumbo. I got like some enchiladas that they had that was really good.
Yeah.
Some onion rings and stuff like, and then they had a freaking blackberry margarita.
I love any alcohol. Well, I shouldn't say any. I've loved every alcohol I've ever had that's had blackberries in it, though. Mm.
Yeah, like I was so interested that we got one, and it was really good.
Yeah. I think because I know I believe I've had a blackberry margarita, and I know for sure I've had a blackberry sangria before, and
Oh
they're
Lord,
both
that
I
must be.
love. Oh my god! So um, I'll use nicknames, but it should be a signifier as to who I'm talking about. If it's not, I guess not.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I'm
do you
pretty
remember
sure I know.
Kitty?
Yeah.
I used to go over to her house, and between the two of us, we would just kill an entire bottle of
Damn.
sangria. I love me some fucking sangria.
Right.
Granted, I'd say it was probably about like a 70-30 split, but I mean that this girl's not a lightweight. I'll give her that.
Right.
She can drink her share. But yeah, no, I love. Mm, mm. I kind of want a margarita right now.
Right. Well, another time we could definitely like a time in the future, I would like to get margarita and stuff.
I mean, if I'm ever down in Memphis, then you'll have to show me where the good restaurants are.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like especially at ramen restaurant. We will be going there, especially.
Yeah, yeah.
But
That's
yeah,
that's one thing I can do. I would. Sorry, I'm just gonna tack this little bit on the end there. That's
go for it.
one thing I'd like to do if I can get stable employment again. Is start saving up for some vacations. I'd like to vacate down to Memphis. I'd like to take a trip up to Toronto. Like, there's
Yeah,
I want to start doing shit. You know?
yeah, for sure. Like I know that feeling. That's why I always try to save up for at least a small trip if I can.
Yeah. It's one of the reasons why I'm staying in Michigan right now. I guess just to toss this in there. I know you were about to transition into your other thing. I think.
Well, the other thing is simple. So go ahead.
Uh, I currently have Medicaid, and I need to make sure I update my employment information so I can continue to have Medicaid. Um,
All right.
but I've been dealing with an ear infection for like a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, well, it doesn't look infected, but I'm gonna give you some eardrops anyway. Use the eardrops for a few days. Swelling went down. Everything looks like feels fine now. But the shit was
Right.
swollen so shut that I couldn't hear out of it
Oh,
at one point.
nah.
Yeah. Um. So that's a little bit of incentive to stay in Michigan for at least a little while longer. Get my I need to get my health taken care of real quick, and then
Right.
I can look at going somewhere else. But
Right. Get that secured first.
what else did you do with your week?
Um, a bunch of shows we've been watching. Main one being The Umbrella Academy, which upon first seeing of it, I was like, okay, this live action thing is gonna be interesting. I want to see how it is, and it's instantly grown to be one of my favorite like live action shows on Netflix right
Really?
now. It's really interestingly weird and like quirky and good.
Well, you know who made that show, right?
No, actually, I actually did zero research beforehand.
So if I'm unless I'm horribly misinformed, the guy who made that show is Gerard Way, aka the guy who used to sing for My Chemical Romance.
Oh shit. That actually makes a lot of sense now that you mention that.
Yeah, yeah. I'll do a quick bit of fact checking real quick, but I'm
But
pretty
yeah,
sure I'm
like
not wrong
I've
about
been
that.
yeah, as you did, I'll talk more about the show. But I've been really liking the show. Like the characters been pretty good in it. Like there's a few misses, but for the most part, like I've been loving a lot of the characters, especially Hector and V. Like those two are or five. I keep saying V. But yeah. Hector and Five are fan fucking tastic.
Yeah, V would be the other thing that we're looking forward to this week.
Yeah, just put V in Umbrella Academy. It wouldn't mess up everything.
I'm only 3 days old.
Well, it doesn't help out that Five in the Umbrella Academy is a time traveler, so he's like still in a kid's body.
Oh Lord.
So yeah, that's why I end up saying V because I start thinking about that. I'm like, oh, fucking, what am I doing?
All right. Yes. Show created and written by Gerard Way.
All right, yeah, it shows and it's good.
Yeah. All right. Any other shows? I guess we could
Um,
just transition directly into the hype corner if you want. Because I know
yeah,
you've
yeah,
watched something else.
the gambling anime. I'm trying to remember the name right now.
Kakegurui.
Kagaguri. Yeah, thank you
Season
so
one or
much.
two.
One. I'm only
Okay.
on episode like 5.
I finished season one when it first aired year or two ago. Um, I need to start season two, but that show is so fucking good.
I was shocked. So I was like, okay, looking into it, and then like it was like, okay, it looks like a slice of life. That's fine. And then you start seeing like these JoJo and Helsing faces, and it's like, oh, okay.
What if
Like I
Alucard
like
and
that the main.
Dio had a daughter and she was really, really, really into gambling?
Yes, that's the first thing I thought. I was like, man, Alucard's daughter sure does love gambling here.
I do. I'm just reminded of that Family Guy clip. I do it for the sexual thrill. The sexual
Yes,
thrill.
pretty much.
It's
Like, fuck.
awesome.
It's really good.
Uh,
I'm definitely gonna get more into that one. It is fantastic.
I need to start season 2. That's one of those ones I was gonna start with the ex girlfriend, and then
And
she
then
dumped
yeah.
me. So, well,
See?
that's not happening.
So yeah, like, if I ever get to season two, I don't mind watching with you as well. So yeah.
Hell yeah. Um.
So yeah, hey, we got plans.
So I guess we could transition with the word plans directly
Yep.
into One Punch Man season 2 confirmed release date like beginning of April.
Yeah, those plans on that Punch Man. Yeah,
Yo. Yo.
man, I it's been about time. I cannot wait for the introduction of what I like to call Teremy Brando.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I've been waiting for this since Mob Psycho started, and then Mob Psycho
Yes.
kind of crawled its way into my heart and became a show that I actually like a little bit more than One Punch Man.
Oh yeah.
But
Fair enough. Mob Psycho's really, really good too.
one just makes such good manga.
Yeah.
He can't draw for shit, but he makes really good manga.
You know what manga? It doesn't always have to be that the person draws with the detail of Berserk. It sometimes just can be if it's done well.
Yeah, you can't be so mentally ill that you take years to complete plot lines. Not everyone can be that fucked in the head.
Hey, that boat was necessary. Can't even
That boat was
continue it.
necessary. It
I couldn't even continue
Oh god. Um
that boat was so necessary, man. You have no idea.
um what else? Oh, I started season 2 of I started season or I guess season 1.5. It's the little interim season
Yeah.
of Seven Deadly Sins.
Ooh, nice.
Cuz I watched the first season a long time ago and
Same.
then I never picked it up again. And so
Same.
I came back and showed Mallory the first season and she really liked it. And I'm like, well, like even though we're broken up, you said you still wanted to watch it, so I'll put it on hold. I'll put it on hold. I'll put it on hold. Okay, do you ever want to watch it? Because I want to catch up.
Right.
Well, just do what you want. Okay, well, what I want is to catch up, so I started
So yeah,
catching up, and man, I watched the first episode like a couple days ago, or the first episode of that season, and
right.
oh boy, that is probably the least good flashback episode I've ever seen in my life.
Jeez.
I
That's worrisome, but yeah.
I hate that fucking I hate when shows that are serialized in episode batches of like 12 or 24 decide to have flashback episodes to stuff that happened in the previous season where it's just an entire episode of recap and you're not even in season 2, you're in the mid season that came out between the two.
Right.
I can't continue to do that.
Yeah. It's not good. I'll be honest as well. It's definitely not good.
Um
But hey, some do that, and it's annoying as shit. But some do that.
so how do you feel about Pokemon tits and ass?
Feels so great about that. Can't wait for all them titties, girl. You have no idea.
Yeah, no, I mm, no. No, I'm good.
But yeah, like freaking Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, aka Pokemon Draw Me and Pokemon Now.
Seriously. It's like it's like it's like people have just gone crazy over people. Oh my god, I don't get it. I get I get the dank ass I get the dank ass like Brit memes that are coming out of it, but I don't get the sudden like what are, these particular starters are so good that we have to draw shit. But okay.
It's there's more people. Like people have fallen in absolute love with the water starter. Like absolute fucking love. The fire one's the fire one, so it's gonna be loved. And then the green one looks too much like Cell, so everyone has been doing that.
I have seen the cell art. That's pretty good.
So yeah, like it's just been a thing of these things have been really, really good for like drawing wise.
Oh my god.
Al-
I
Also,
should
like,
not have jumped on Kentaro Miura's Twitter to try to find that
oh Lord,
to
no,
try to find that. Also I don't think this is actually Kentaro Miura. Uh,
probably not.
'Cause I don't know that the motherfucker speaks English, but also the
E-
name of the Twitter account is at actually Kentaro.
oh,
um,
maybe not then.
but
Very quick thing. I hate to break the well, fuck the fourth wall. Who cares? The screen share is not.
oh, I didn't throw the screen share up. Yeah, I
Okay,
was
just make sure.
yeah. I just figured we could just kind of BS for today.
Okay,
Just
yeah, I was just making
BS it,
sure.
try something new.
Yeah, that's
Since I'm
fine.
trying to rely less on, you know.
Visual, fair enough. All right,
Yeah.
I was just making sure. But yeah, I'm not sure if that's his Twitter or not. I do not know if he knows English. As we've seen, there's been a bunch of people who we didn't know would actually know English that do. So yeah,
Yeah. I mm, no speak English.
no speaker English. Okay, a slight thing to the hype thing. So like a few people from NXT got up to the WWE main roster, namely Aleister Black, and then him and Shinsuke Nakamura had what had to be one of the best matches I've seen in a long time, outside of pay-per-view matches.
Okay.
Like because they're both striker types and they both do insanely awesome mind games.
I kind
And
of want
like
to
one
go
thing about
watch this
Aleister
now.
Black, like Shinsuke tried to go for like a high kick, and Aleister Black goes and just sits down to dodges the high kick.
I need to go watch this now. What the
I
fuck?
will send you the link to this after we do the podcast because it is fantastic.
Well, okay. So if the other one is actually Kentaro Miura, um, then it's uh to just give you an idea of what one of his most recent tweets looked like. Uh, he says which d- he says such gems as me spreading your ass cheeks with a picture of Giorno Giovanna doing a pose, and and what's harder, trying to pee with a boner or giving birth? I don't I don't think this is actually Kentaro
I
Miura.
don't think so. And if it is, he is a fucking legend.
He's a fucking god. Oh,
If it is, man, give that motherfucker an Oscar.
okay. All right. So, um, I guess with my input on Pokemon Sword and Shield, guys, I really don't care. Like it'll be another
It,
Pokemon game. They're not even doing a whole lot graphically with it. And they
they're using
could.
the sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
They're using the Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu engine, so they can do a lot with it. I don't know what else they're gonna be doing just yet. And like you said, it's a Pokemon game. I I like the theming they're going with. It's going with a lot more like European, like steampunk like feeling. So, and I mean, it looks interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they haven't played around with European before. Kalos is like one of my favorite regions, and that shit is
Hmm.
basically France.
Oh
But
yeah. You're right.
I just I mean, and I'm not expecting like hyper good graphics out of these games, but it shouldn't look like the 3DS version of the fucking game, guys. I'm sorry, it just shouldn't. It
Yeah, like I said, I will have to see myself.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh well.
Pokemon's Pokemon. It as long as they do good, I'm pretty sure they'll be just fine. Art
Yeah,
wise,
and
for people
it
getting
might be
commission shit, they're gonna be just fine.
it might be good. Might be a good game. I just
Yeah.
can't. I can't wait for. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I I need you to fill dead air for a second while I set up this
Oh yeah, of
punchline.
course.
I should have thought about this before.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
no problem, no problem. To fill dead air, more things about the Pokemon thing that actually got me a little bit more curious was the starters and how everyone has fallen in absolute love with the fucking water one. Like that water one is just it is really adorable. Mine mine and liking so far is the fire one. For the things of one, it's the fire type. Two, it's a bunny, and bunnies are adorable. And three, I'm curious on what the final evolution is gonna be of it. That and then the both the characters, they look alright. The girl one looks better than the guy one, but
a
that's
lot
been the
better.
thing for a few of them.
Like I hate to. Like. I'm gonna emphatically agree there. The girl
Yeah.
one looks a lot better this time around.
Yeah, like there's very few when the guy one looks better.
You,
There's very few.
you know what I have to say about what I'm gonna. I'm just waiting for that. For them to bring back the idea of doing the third game in a generation, so that we can have Pokemon Sword, Pokemon Shield, Pokemon Gun.
Pokemon
Gotta get the gun. Gun!
Pokemon best friend.
Pokemon Gun. Hell,
Fucking
you know
I
what?
would love
We
that.
we should know. You know what we should do is just.
What?
This isn't really a gaming channel anymore, but we should nuzlocke the new Pokemon when it comes out, and just call our playthrough Pokemon Gun version.
Fucking I will try. I'm
Because
not the
whenever
best,
our
but I'll try.
Pokemon fail, we put the gun to their heads and pull the trigger. Oh
Are you
no!
gonna be drawing all this? You fucking kill me.
Bring on the fan art. Uh,
bring on bring on all of the freaking Pokemon we lose and the execution line.
Man, I heard this Mewtwo just died like a bitch. Sir, actually, I'm still alive. Died like a bitch.
Like, oh my goodness, it just has that one moment for This Is America. It just shows all Pokemon singing as a choir, and then you just see fucking Charles Gambino dancing by, grab a gun. this, this is Pokemon.
This is Pokemon. This is a Pokegun.
Don't get yourself. This is a Pokegun. Let's
Uh,
go.
don't catch him tripping now. Let's move on to something else.
Move on, please.
Let's talk about
move
that.
on, because Pokegun is stuck in my head.
Let's talk about that Evo lineup. Okay. So
All right.
I'm just gonna look at this from top left to bottom right. So
Yeah.
we've got Under Night in Birth, which I don't think I've ever seen a single tournament for. But I
It's
know it
actually
gets
a really good game.
tournaments.
It's a good game.
That's an Arxis game, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's because they love their long ass titles. It's like Under Night in Birth.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's the name of one of the no. Under Night in Birth is the series name. We also have the
Yes.
subtitle of the game.
Yeah, and it's like fucking why? Shut up.
We have Smash Bros Ultimate, which is hardly
Yes.
surprising, but I'm glad to see they're including, you know, a relevant fucking Smash game and not goddamn Melee for like the who knows how manyth year in a row.
And now we lost Soul as a fucking watcher.
Bye, motherfucker.
No, she was happy to see Ultimate on.
Brawl is better.
I let y'all two fight that one out. I do agree Melee's overrated. Still gonna teleport and kill me now. But yeah,
Oh my,
I do
what
agree
move?
that Melee's overrated. Yeah.
Hmm.
But that's just me. It's a good game. Just it's overrated for how everyone just feverishly fights for it.
Yeah, and you know what? I see two things on here that we can actually make little breakaway commentaries about.
Yes.
Uh, one of them kind of diverges into Ratbox territory, but we're whatever, whatever. When have we ever
Right.
had a fucking formula on here? So anyway, Dragon Ball
Man.
Fighters. I'll be
Yes.
watching that one. That one's a good
Oh
one.
yeah. Same. Same. Like
I just don't want it to be Sonic Fox again this year. Is that bad? Is it bad that I want
um.
Goichi to win?
No. You're not wrong. I've been watching Goichi and fucking that motherfucker has Ultra Instinct now. Like holy shit.
I hope so. I hope he makes
Like
top eight, and you know what? I hope he I hope he knocks out Sonic Fox before top eight even occurs because I don't like.
no.
I'm
I,
just
I
sick of
wanted to
seeing
be he
Sonic
beats
Fox in
Shadow.
every fucking fighters tournament I watch.
Yeah, I wanted to like. I still want Sonic Fox to make it good, but yeah. I wanted to be good,
I
and
I realize that's dumb. It's like asking, man, I hope somebody knocks out Infiltration. I'm sick of seeing Infiltration in every Street Fighter tournament I watch.
no, it's the John Cena thing. Like,
Yeah,
fuck, why is it Cena again? Ah, so trust me, I understand.
yeah. Um, your
But yeah,
personal baby on this list,
yeah,
Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle.
yeah. That finally has my boy Naoto in it.
It does. It does. I was gonna be pedantic and ask you which Naoto, but we both know it's the one from Blaze Blue and not the one from Persona.
Yeah, like that one was already in. And I was like, all right, cool. Now I can have my Naoto team, right? Cricket sounds, right?
No.
But yeah, my boy Naoto finally getting in. So like he's been one that there's been a few people that I've been wanting to get in this game for the fucking longest because they deserve it. Like Adachi still isn't in. Fuck you.
Give me a Dachi. Give me a
I wanted
Dachi, or
Adachi.
you know what? Fuck you. Announce Persona 5 Rumble or whatever it's gonna be called.
I mean, oh my god,
That's what I'm hoping
they're
Persona
not.
5 R is Persona 5 Rumble.
I
Um,
hope so. I highly doubt.
uh, announce Persona 5 Rumble or whatever the arena equivalent is going to be by putting a
Yeah.
catchy into cross tag battle as a promo.
That would be so fucking good. Holy shit, that would be the best. Holy shit, I never thought about that. That would be the hypest shit.
Yeah, just announce that like, yeah, this game will be coming later this year. And by the way, Akechi is available now in cross tag battle.
Yeah, and it's like, motherfucker, what?
Yeah, that'd be pretty psych. I'd
Yeah,
I want to see it happen. I want to see it happen.
yeah. Like
So
they could do some good shit. Like I would really be happy with that.
so how does Naoto play in cross tag battle compared to how he plays in the old Blaze Blues?
A lot simpler than he does in freaking Central Fiction. I will say that right now. However, he still does have his dash cancels. He still has his EXs. It's just now they flow a little bit less going around like if he gets the movement right, more of if you continue the combo correctly.
Okay.
So yeah,
Um.
now instead of like you have to put in the input into like let's say like I'm sorry, I'm gonna go into fighting game terms a little bit just so I can
Oh,
make
just
it
do it.
sound somewhat better. But yeah, like instead of like before when you're doing like his is like forward, like pretty much just sure you can motion to do like his Infernal Crusader. Now instead of like having to like pretty much double dash and then hold the dash to do it, it's now do the combo, hold forward, then press X and you do it. So it's a
Okay.
lot easier.
So instead of having to stop to do a DP motion, you actually
Yeah,
um
just
yeah. You don't have to drag and
yeah,
punch it. You just do it as a part of your combo.
yes. Which
Okay.
I mean, for this game set, it's going to be good because yeah, like now he won't. Now he won't be sufficiently hyper nerfed by like how the control setup is.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I can't find it super surprising, but
I
um,
could because he technically came from a different game instead of Blaze Blue, so I was like, they're not gonna put my boy in. Then they put in the spear bitch. I'm like, you better put my boy in.
next thing you know, they put in like fucking Susanoo or something. It's just like, god damn it, that
I
character
am.
was in one game.
Yeah, like motherfucker, come on, put my boy in.
But they did,
Also,
they did.
I am shocked they didn't put Susanoo. I
Yeah,
am shocked.
I'm a little bit shocked too because it's kind of cross promotion for their other most relevant game, right? Well, most relevant Blaze Blue title anyway.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, I I mean, is Hazuma even in the fucking game? Like Hazuma or Terumi?
Yes. Yeah, Hazama is in. Terumi again, shockingly, is not. I think they need to put more villains in. To be honest, like man, there's some good villains in these games.
Yeah,
Like Hilda from Under Night In-Birth isn't in somehow.
there are
Um,
zero Ruby fucking villains in the game.
yeah, yep. We get Arcana Hearts. Like the fuck, who, what? Eh,
I don't know, man.
Little fingers. Arcana Hearts. It's a good fighting game. Don't get me wrong. Arcana Hearts is a good fighting game. It's just there's so much I would put in instead of Arcana Hearts.
Like literally anything. Like
Not. Um,
like maybe say I don't know. Just spitballing here. Negan. Negan now
so,
coming to cross tag battle.
oh, like my bat will give me more iframes than Newell. What?
Dude,
Who?
she's a vampire bat. And then you've just got that little like lowly goth girl in the background. I
Rachel.
am.
You're not putting your hands on me. You'll get banned off stream if you do. Oh god. Damn it. Horrible images. But yeah, Negan is finally full on in Tekken 7 now. Like he was already announced and stuff, but now his gameplay is in, and now he's finally playable. And
Fucking dumb.
already he's a problem.
You know what would have made The Walking Dead season whatever the fuck it was where they had their big war? You know what would have
Yeah.
made that season so much better?
What?
If Negan's bat had glowed with killing intent every time he swung it.
Yeah.
It's so stupid looking.
If he would, whatever the best name, give me strength, and then now it could just deflect bullets. Yeah.
Negan now coming to Soul Calibur 6.
Negan now special character for fucking Mortal Kombat 11.
Souls, give me strength.
his bat just gets the eye nightmare Soul Edge has.
I mean,
hell, Negan.
so Soul Edge, like as a weapon, was forged in the blood of like 100 wars or some shit, or like it was a weapon that soaked in blood for years, and it's just like, I mean, okay, I guess we could do that. Have a Soul Edge Lucille.
Fucking, that would just be the worst. That would actually be the worst.
Ugh. Tekken 7 is on the fucking roster, by the way, for the official Evo lineup.
Yeah.
Ugh. God.
Yeah, Tekken 7 gonna be good. I can't wait to see it.
Jumping back to Blaze Blue for a second, is Ruby still broke as fuck?
Well, mostly.
Okay.
Mainly it's just they nerfed her a small bit, not enough, you've asked me, but they did nerf the partner that she was normally with. Grudy, the Scythe dude from Under Night. They nerfed him badly because that was the major part of why Ruby was busted.
Yeah, because I remember like I watched one cross tag battle tournament last year, and
Yep.
every single fucking person in top eight that made it to
Have
like
Ruby.
top four had a Ruby on their team.
Yeah, it's the cell problem.
Yeah, it's awful. I hate I hate watching tournaments where when there's like a multiple character thing where half the roster is the same character. Persona 4 Arena had the same problem at times where the entire top four, or sorry, the entire top eight would be like either Mitsuru, Aegis, or Teddy.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I bet you can't wait for me to see how much I don't give a fuck about this tournament right now. Click.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I do dislike when it's just all like two people. It does get to be very stale because you not only do you learn like the setup and how like well the matchup, but then you also see like most people don't variate from a certain thing within the matchup. So it just becomes very, very, very stale, which sucks.
Yeah, yeah. It's uh, honestly that's it's kind of the reason why I don't really watch Tekken either. And it's like maybe it's just because I don't get it, but every character's fucking fighting style looks the same to me in that game, and that's the problem that I have
There's
with it.
yeah, like I will admit with seven because there's so many characters, some people do look a lot more alike than others. But
Yeah.
like I also that's also probably why I love when like certain certain mains get to like the top eight that most people don't expect. Like someone had a king main last year, and it was fucking hype as shit.
That's like if we ever get a fucking Adachi main. Like we're never gonna have as far as cross tag battle characters, because that could conceivably come up this year.
Yeah,
We're not gonna have a fucking Narukami main in top 10 or top 8 rather. Like
yeah, no.
it
But we'll
sucks
see
that
though.
that's the case, but
Like I said, there's been cases, especially recently, where we have seen some weird shit, and it does get me kind of hyped.
for as far as like Soul Calibur for Evo Japan, I was really
Yeah,
hoping there would be a grow in top 8, and there just wasn't. It was like Cervantes,
yeah.
Nightmare, Maxi, and a couple other characters. I'm struggling to remember who won off the top of my head.
I'm pretty sure there was a Mitsurugi in that one. I'm pretty sure if I
There
did.
was not. There was
Oh, then that's a
there was
different thing I was
actually
watching.
not a Mitsurugi in top 8 for at least for Evo
Oh no, no, yeah,
Japan.
yeah. He got bopped before top eight. Never mind, my bad.
Yeah, I watched the top 8
Yeah,
for Evo Japan. I don't know about anything else.
yeah. I was at the quarterfinals. So well, not at, but I was watching the quarterfinals. So yeah, I watched a really good Mitsurugi play get bopped, and I'm like, ah,
Yes. I mean, I guess we could talk about Soul Calibur for a bit, but
yeah.
yeah. By the way, Street Fighter V Arcade Edition, it's in Evo. We
It's
all
gonna
knew it
be
was gonna
there.
be in
I don't
Evo.
really have much to say about it either outside of it's gonna be there.
Who cares? Soul Calibur.
Uh, yeah. Actually, only thing I doubt we're gonna see a Cody in the Evo one.
You're right.
Just
I'm
saying.
not gonna be in Evo.
God damn it! I forgot. Fuck off. Anyways, yeah. Soul Calibur.
Yeah. No.
Man, I'm
So
kind of
good.
curious. Yeah,
Um.
it's really really good, and I'm just kind of curious, especially if it's gonna be anything like anything we saw at Evo Japan. There's at least more than like fucking five main character types we will see.
Oh, nobody. There were no potential for mirror matches at Evo Japan this year, and to me,
Yes,
that says you have a good game right there.
yes,
When
they have a very balanced game.
when it could come down to like a Nightmare and a Zasalamal, I think is what it came down to.
Zasalamel, yeah,
Yeah. I used to main Zasalamel, so it's like I I was like, okay, I have to pull for my Zas main. Like
yeah,
and it was Actually, you know what? I think he won because I remember
I'm
it
pretty
was a
sure.
this French guy, really dark skinned French guy.
Yeah, if I remember correctly too. Yeah.
But yeah, Mo- Mortal Kombat 11 getting announced for Evo, even though it's not even out yet. Why did they kick Skullgirls off of Evo again? It was too new. Hmm.
Yeah, I think that rule was abandoned like two evils ago. Let's
Yeah,
be real.
yeah, I guess so. And then some game Samurai Showdown. Nobody cares about that. No one would ever want to talk
Wow! Throw
about.
throw that game under the bus,
I'm
I see.
throwing you under the bus, bitch.
Fucking man, how dare you not know about Samurai
I
Showdown,
don't know
man?
shit about Samurai Showdown. What is it?
It it's a very good old game. It's made by SNK, and it is actually a really good game. It's instead of like how fighting games right now are about juggle that motherfucker, juggle them until they die, and then juggle them more. There's a lot more about like a lot more pinpoint strikes, like kind of like how Soul Calibur was about pinpoint instead of like juggle the juggle.
I hope your inputs are good so you can hit these combos at the right time. What? What do
Yes,
you mean dial in, cousin? You can't do that shit in this house.
like what do you mean you don't know how to DP until you're fucking like goddamn 10 hit? The fuck you get out of this house then, fucker.
What's that? There was someone in the Soul Calibur 6 Invitational before it came out that was consistently pulling off summon suffering in the middle of fights without stopping to do it, just just throwing them out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck off. Yeah, that game is so fucked up. I love it.
Yeah, like it was so interesting. But yeah, like it's gonna be good seeing this. Like Samurai Showdown definitely needed some fucking love.
Yeah, so is it like I'm imagining like For Honor, but it's just samurais. Is that basically what it is, or
No, okay, the best way I put it, it's still 2D. Think of King of Fighters, except like more gruesome. Again, less about juggles and like samurais and ninjas and other dumb shit.
So what I'm hearing is Terribad Tuesday stream dedicated specifically to Samurai Showdown after Evo this year?
Fuck yes, that's what the fuck you're hearing.
Yeah, man. All right.
I will fucking go down on that shit. Let's go.
Yeah, we'll find a way to do that for our audio listeners too if I figure out how to fucking make that happen by then.
I'm
But
pretty sure at that point I'd be stable enough. I should find a way.
all right. Yeah, that's the Evo lineup this year.
Yeah.
That and man, I'm just so goddamn hyped for Devil May Cry 5. It comes out
There's
in 3 fucking days. Mm.
yes, and oh, trust me, I've heard every day that it comes out in blank days.
I know. I know you have. You're living with her.
Yeah. So yeah, I've heard.
I mean, she and I have already talked about doing the co-op bullshit that's going to be in the game. And and
Yep.
and I am just all over that Dante. Like
Yeah.
it's like, ooh man, gunslinger style passively charges your guns now? You mean I might actually use gunslinger style is what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'll tell you what though. Playing through 3, um, I by the way, your boy,
Yep.
your boy has almost every trophy for every Devil May Cry game that's ever come out. I have all of the
Damn.
trophies in 1. I have all of the well, I have it on the I have 1, 2, and 3 on the Xbox, but I have all the trophies in
Right.
1, all the trophies in 4. I'm missing 2 trophies for the Bloody Palace in 2. Yes, I've almost platinumed 2.
God damn it.
Uh, and I am missing S rank every mission on at least 1 difficulty in 3 because I haven't taken the time to do it yet. I am officially missing 3 trophies to have completed everything in every Devil May Cry game.
Jesus Christ.
I really love this series.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair the fuck enough. I can't say anything with how much time I put into Persona. I really can't say anything.
And I love Persona 2. I just haven't platinumed it.
Yeah, like I can't say I platinumed it even, but like I wish I could say. Oh, I could say platinum 3, but this was before achievements were a thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, like because I went through literally everything I could in 3 and 3 portable, including going through the multiple versions of 3.
Yeah. Uh,
So
for for me, it's like I love Persona, but I love Persona for its story. So
yeah,
I'm the kind of guy that could definitely see myself going out to like Platinum 5. But
yeah.
you ain't never gonna catch me doing that bullshit that I used to watch you guys do in 4, where you're like, no man, I need to repeatedly fuse this same persona so I can get this skill that I want on it. Nope.
Oh man, people are so they don't understand how fucking good they have it, being able to fuse personas and knowing and being able to put what things go to the next persona, because that wasn't a fucking thing before 5.
It was a thing in 4 Golden, is when it became a
Yeah, that
thing.
they put into Golden.
Yup.
Mm, I didn't have that. I'd suffer.
Meanwhile, I'm just over here bullshitting my way through fucking FES like, yeah, guys, I definitely know what I'm doing. I definitely didn't just play through the game once and then download it on an emulator and download a complete save file with level 99 every persona everything so I can just play through the game next time. Nope, didn't do that. Didn't do
Nah,
that at all.
I am super legit, like holding the Game Shark in one hand and just a briefcase saying "the Beeg Cheetz" in the other.
The Beeg Cheetz. The Beeg Cheetz. You know
I
what?
am legit.
I I think that has to be the name of our episode this week.
Yeah,
The
the Beeg
the big
Cheetz.
the big cheats with two e's and a z.
Yeah. Yes.
The big cheats. Oh
God
lord.
damn, it's so good. Like
No,
it's
that's
either that's gonna be Pokegun. One of the two has to be.
Pokemon. I'm right now. I'm leaning toward the big cheats.
Yeah, that is a good one though.
But
Like I cannot even lie.
man, okay. Like you don't understand how illegitimate this save file that I downloaded is. Where
Oh, trust me, I know.
I'm sitting here staring at a save file where every single persona in the compendium is level 99. All of them have almighty skills. All of
Fucking.
all of every character has weapons that can insta kill each of the final boss's forms. Uh like like
Oh my god.
fucking like this has got to be like okay, this is either the work of a very dedicated person or somebody took and just like specifically assigned stuff. But the save file claimed it was all attained legitimately through multiple playthroughs, and
Fuck.
and like I'm sitting here just looking at it and looking at fucking Orpheus at the beginning of the game having skills that Messiah should have, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
hmm,
Like,
hmm.
though that is possible. Like I had a Nico model with Almighty, but she wasn't level 99. I just got the skill card and put it on that bitch. But still, that level? Whew,
It's insane, in goddamn sane.
so glad someone gave Pixie fucking like Mega Dole.
I I'll help you out as best I can. Megadolan.
Like what? What? I'll help you out best I can. Just die for me. What?
Just die for me.
Why do you have Alice's specific move?
I'll do my best to bring you back to life. Meteoron. What's that? Did you just heal 13 times what your max HP is? Oh man,
Like,
that's
man, did you
crazy.
just
Or
heal
no,
for
I
a
think Meteor
million?
Rahan's like specifically restores max HP if I remember correctly. But yeah, no.
Yeah, absolute max.
uh,
Like, did you just somehow heal for 9,000 when your HP is currently 175?
bitch, did you just say HP? I don't, I don't know how I feel about you right now.
No, oh
For,
man, I'm
for,
botching so hard.
forget the Kick Vic campaign. I'm gonna kick you in the dick, motherfucker.
Kick
Kick
me
you.
off the fucking podcast. I'm not even gonna apologize for it. Fuck it.
Hashtag remove Danzo.
Kick Zoe from this fucking podcast.
Danzo's too problematic. No,
That's
you know
who
what it would
hug
be?
people the
It would
wrong way.
have to be hashtag no Zo.
Oh god.
Oh,
This is too good.
oh, fuck this.
Oh my
I'm
god.
transitioning over to our browser
Please
capture
do.
so I can
So,
talk
so much
about.
better.
Maybe we could talk about Kick Vic for a second. So
Alright, so
so here's what I have about this. Just an update from last
right.
time. Um, so Monica Rial was talking on Twitter more shit. Basically more defamation essentially, and
Yep.
and Nick Recchietta, I believe this guy is Vic Mignogna's lawyer at the moment,
I
and
think so.
he's like, "Hey Monica, we'll be seeing you soon,"
Hey girl.
and then
Hey girl. Hey.
he starts a GoFundMe campaign, which anyone viewing the video version can see has in the last 13 days uh has raised $102,238 of their $100,000 goal in order to raise money so that Vic can sue Funimation and Rooster Teeth and well, hold on. Let me see what we have here. He was removed. He tried to mitigate the situation with public statements, and the attacks on his character and him persist. Anyone who knows Vic knows he would never ask for this and does not want this course of action. When your opponents leave you no choice, you eventually have to kick back. This fund is set up for Vic's legal defense fees. There are many possible defendants in different jurisdictions, from boring bloggers to multi-million, even multi-billion-dollar corporations. It takes agile and experienced, not cheap, legal team to coordinate this kind of strategy. Okay, I am not representing Vic in any legal capacity, so he is not Vic's lawyer. But I am aware of
Alright.
the team who is, and will coordinate this fund to pay Vic's legal fees.
Hmm. Alright.
Um, so essentially, yeah, this is brigades of pseudo-anonymous keyboard warriors cannot be allowed to defame and destroy decades of goodwill on rumor and unverifiable allegation. Companies cannot rely on non-credible accusations and devastate a career for virtue points, which is exactly what happened to me, by the way.
Yeah.
And um so yeah, seems like Vic Mignogna is going to be suing whoever the defendant of the lawsuit is going to be, which it doesn't seem like they're stating a lawsuit here.
Right.
And the updates don't seem like they're anything that we particularly need to worry about. But I'm led to believe
Yep.
that you have some additional information about this. Do you not?
That wow, that was actually so in detail. I actually got the other additional information of like it being like not the lawyers themselves, but like the you know the group trying to make sure to help out with the legal fees. Also, the only other thing I have to add is the just the whole thing of a bunch of people like getting hyper scared the second they start hearing like lawyers being involved.
Oh, you mean Monica Rial's husband?
Yeah, Moncarel's husband being the top one of that.
You should have come to us privately, where we could make more allegations about what was said and done in that private conversation. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I would not go to somebody who was publicly accusing me of sexual assault and
right,
trust that they wouldn't accuse me of untoward behavior in a private conversation. Like, I would not trust that that was going to be the case.
right. Like fuck
uh,
them.
let's see, what else do we have? So we have Kick Vic getting kicked back. Uh,
Kick back.
we have my personal thing that makes me rather happy this
Oh,
time. This is from the New York Times. Hillary Clinton says she is not running for president in 2020. Thank you,
right.
Hillary.
Yeah, we cannot afford fuck ups when it comes to presidencies and like people running for them. We need we need people with a clean slate because we don't want repeats of
Last time.
oh, everything's going fine. Oh, look at these allocations. They can't win now.
Mm-hmm. Well, what's been really shitty for me is how the DNC essentially has sabotaged its own chances of running a legitimate candidate last time around
Yeah,
by politicking the selection process instead of just Hillary Clinton. I'm not going to say she doesn't make a good politician, but what we need right now within the Democratic Party anyway is some semblance of unity. And
yes,
this is me speaking as a Democrat personally. I'm not speaking for anyone else, and I'm not speaking with regards to other people's political opinions because I know a lot of people who are like, well, Bernie shouldn't run either. But but we know that Sanders is running. We know that Biden is considering a run, and we know that
right,
Michael Bloomberg is considering a run. We also know that Hillary is still going to be active within the political scene. She's just not going to be a candidate, which is where I think she needs to be right now for the sake of party unity.
right. Fair enough.
Now let me step down off of my soapbox,
No, 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 no. Hey, hey, it's good. It's good. Trust me.
and we'll talk about some dumb shit.
All right, hey, we got our we had to let our Grey Warden rules down for a bit. Get serious.
Right.
Let that be known.
Let's
And
work
now
them
back to
back
being
up,
dumb.
but not really, because we're going to be picking a side on this too. Microsoft wants the
Yep.
Xbox Game Pass to come to PS4, and there's some kind of cross-platform news expected at GDC 2019.
God damn it. Yeah. Yeah. Man,
So
love Microsoft pulling out the fucking emergency wraps now.
their first sign that something was wrong was when they started releasing. Where is it in here? I thought I just yeah okay. Was when they started releasing console exclusive games on PC, including I think Halo
Yeah.
5.
Yep.
Um, and they're even planning to offer Xbox Live services on Nintendo Switch. If Microsoft gets its way, however, things could go even further, including possibly offering the Xbox Game Pass service on PlayStation systems. I'm
Which
just
I'm like,
just gonna put this out there. I'm talking shit about it right now because it's clearly just Microsoft being desperate.
yeah,
If Microsoft's console exclusives, I mean, I'm already probably not buying the next Xbox just because
I'm for sure on that.
why would I? Um but if Microsoft starts offering their games on PlayStation, I just straight up won't. I straight up won't even own an Xbox anymore. I will just pay. I would actually pay for Xbox Game Pass if it was the only way to get Xbox exclusives on PlayStation.
Fair enough. Me personally, I just haven't had enough good faith in Xbox in a long time to even look at them half the time.
Yeah, I say Xbox exclusives, but what have we had in the last year? Sea of fucking Thieves? Let's be real.
Crackdown 3.
Oh, oh no, Crackdown 3. I stand corrected. You mean you mean worse Crackdown 1 and even worse than Crackdown 2? Crackdown 2 was amazing. Crackdown 1
I
was
know.
okay. This is worse than Crackdown 1.
It's so fucking bad. I don't get how you fucking regress this badly.
Anyhow, those were our talking points for the week. We kind of blew through those really quick. But
Yeah, actually do it. Did I have anything else?
not that I'm aware
Yeah,
of.
yeah, yeah, I had two things.
What's up?
Oh, very quick things. Anthem.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy, Anthem. Let's talk a quick second. This will be very quick. Anthem, the game that I was originally going to be like, yeah, I'm hoping this goes well. Just man, at every single this is mirroring Fallout 76 with how every single step is just riddled with fuck ups, like
Uh-huh.
riddled with them.
Yeah, I
And this,
think I know specifically what you're talking about, but go on.
yeah, and like there've been some bad ones, like balancing the game wrong. How certain frame rates just go to absolute dog shit when it comes to like flying or some things. How how it would like some of the masterwork, however they call it, like some of the weapons can be like come out with 0 in their stats.
That's the one that fucking killed me. Is when you could get something that increases flamethrower damage, 0 seconds, 0 stacks, for 0 minutes. Is like, mm,
Like the
mm,
fucking
mm,
what how
girl,
how you do this?
girl,
But
girl, stop.
the one that goes beyond and may actually give Fallout 76 a run for its money and fuck ups is the one recently on PS4. The
Oh,
one where Anthem has been known to like cause not just a regular crash or anything, not even just a hard crash, but like a fucking system crash.
a fucking system crash? What?
Yes. Like full on, full on will go as if your console had just been unplugged.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like fucking. Oh my god, how?
That
How
is
do you fuck up this
insane.
bad?
I mean, I want to believe that EA is going to be alive, or not EA,
Bioware,
BioWare is going to be alive long enough to give us
Dragon Age
to
4.
give us the conclusion to Dragon Age is what that's inevitably going to be. But
I like after this, man, they're gonna like this really now just depends on like how much if EA even cares at all, with seeing as they have a fucking CEO that makes millions and millions and millions off of fucking bonuses alone, I doubt.
and it's like, okay, EA is not a good company. We know this,
Yeah.
but you cannot blame the entirety of the anthems. There's no way. In order for something to be this much of a fuck up, you you have to be able to blame at least a little bit of that on the studio developing it. Like
Oh yeah, yeah. That Bioware is not free of guilt here.
like Fallout 76 is a good example. That is both
Yeah.
Bethesda, like is like Fallout and Skyrim. That's Bethesda at the very top, Those are their two
Yeah.
babies. And the studio and the people at the top are basically the same goddamn entity. So
Yeah.
you have this potential for a singularity of fuck up where nobody's held accountable.
Right.
BioWare fucked this up, and then EA both didn't hold them accountable for their fuck ups and fucked it up even more. Because
Yes.
Apex, which EA had almost nothing to do with Apex, and I know
Yeah.
people will say, "Oh, well, that's a clue that it's EA that's the problem," but
Not really.
like EA has executive say on what goes out in their games. If they were willing to release Apex in the state that it's in, with admittedly a really heavy grind, but no really hectic problems,
Right.
it's got to be a little bit BioWare.
Yeah, like I was saying, like Bioware is not free of guilt here. Like some of this stuff cannot be EA. Like even let's look at some of the EA's like most fucking disastrous shit, like the Star Wars Battlefronts, a lot of their other like games that we like yell at them about. None of them near or completely bricks your fucking console.
None of them comes any goddamn weird near bricking your fucking console.
Fallout 76 didn't even do that.
Like, now, to be fair, bricking a console would be if it actually rendered the console unplayable, which it doesn't sound like it does.
It has done that in some rare occasions. It has done that.
Okay, I
Like
haven't heard that, but I'll take your word for
I'll
it.
I'll have to look back into it. But yeah, like there's been it's not been like super occurring. Like it's been happening every 2 seconds, but there has been a few like occurrences of showing of yeah, this has happened.
Yeah.
But most of those were pre-owned PlayStations, so eh. But still, it's just a thing of that being even a potential shouldn't be a thing.
Well, and there's that, but also like in the middle of this whole clusterfuck of bullshit, there's
Yeah.
also the fact that there are more layoffs. I I don't know about at
Uh,
EA. I think EA was one of them,
it's
right?
technically EA. It's ArenaNet, which I think is under EA.
I don't believe they are.
Let me check. Let me 100% check.
Yeah, run a quick check on that.
ArenaNet. Oh well, hey, that's the first thing fucking being shown. ArenaNet layoff. ArenaNet is under.
Cause the
Oh,
last time I heard about ArenaNet, it was because Jessica Price was being a fucking twat.
yeah. It's not the oh Nissoff. Huh.
Okay.
My apologies. But yeah, 25% of net. Oh, yeah, sorry, forget that. Anyways, 25% of Nissoff, not Nissoff, ArenaNet's people were also let go of recently.
Damn. What prompted
And
that? I mean,
because it's okay. This is the thing with MMOs, especially older MMOs. There's going to be ebb and flows of when you're going to be really, really hot and
really
really cold.
cold.
There's always going to be ebb and flows with it. So sometimes you need to trim up your teams here and there, or make sure they're organized or everything. But most of the time, especially if you're going to be laying off people, you don't do it after a massive thing that way like fucking social media will notice. Like
Yeah.
the Final Fantasy 14 teams have been shuffled about, some layoffs, some hirings for the past 10 fucking goddamn years.
Well, Final Fantasy 14 hasn't existed in any form for 10 years. But yes, I know what
It's
you mean.
it's it started 2010.
It started in 2010?
The like that's what it says literally when you're loading it up and booting up and it shows like the copyright for Final Fantasy 14. It says starts 2000. It started 2010 and gone on to 2019. I mean 2019.
Huh.
So yeah, like and like that's when they start developing, or at least started like having like any type of beta or anything was in 2010.
Yeah, copyright 2010 to 2019. You know what it is? I often forget that the original version of 14 launched and bombed so hard that they relaunched the game.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, like I said, like there's always firings and stuff, and trust me, I understand. Like it took me a moment to realize, oh yeah, that's why it's so old. But yeah,
Yeah. Oh, you know what I forgot
there's
to do? So we've been in the
what?
rat box for a while. I forgot to throw that graphic up on screen for our
Oh
visual
damn.
viewers.
Sorry.
Oops.
Just
Anyhow,
look at her face. It's fine. But yeah,
continue along your rat box. You have your list of things there. I didn't add anything to it. This is all you.
all right, 25% of arena nets, and just like the thing with fucking EA and other things before, the people were given very little time to even have any type of prep work or anything. It's just like, okay, you got um this day. What? Shut up, go.
Later, fucker.
Yeah, and it's just the games industry needs to unionize. They need to unionize now. Like
Yeah.
fuck
I mean, good luck
this.
getting the fucking corporations to go along with that. It would require massive strikes within the industry. I mean, every time workers have tried to unionize, it has required a fucking shit show.
Yeah, yeah, like, and if recently isn't the main cause of yeah, this should be the time for that shit show. I don't know what is.
Yeah, I mean, with people getting mass laid off and God, what's next
Like
on the
this is
fucking rat box? I can't. Ugh.
yeah, this is
I
like oh,
I
okay.
I hate the state of the fucking current gaming industry, like behind the scenes. And I don't have a whole lot of it, but fucking like
Yeah, well, how much I've talked to Soul about it? Yeah, this.
yeah.
But on to like more hilariously bad what the hell you're doing things instead of just depressing. Man, Dead or Alive 6 and their infinite wisdom is like, man, you know what? People gonna buy this game. You know how they're gonna buy it? With a fucking $93 goddamn season pass. Sorry about that. $93 a season pass that is part one of who knows how many.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. And the season pass is mainly outfits. Mai Shiranui, who showed up in a game before, so they do have the data and stuff for her.
Uh-huh.
And one of the other Dead or Alive people who showed up before, and a few of the other games who I know they have the data for, but now it's just behind the paywall. Fuck
Look at
you,
this.
Tecmo Koei.
DOA 6 Season Pass 1 on Steam. Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah,
And this is only for content released. All of this content will be released over the course of 3 months.
yes. Which means you can buy this and not even get the characters, maybe.
Now the characters are included. I'm looking at the Steam
I
page
meant
for it.
over the 3 months, so you might not get them right off the bat.
Oh yes, yeah.
Who
Um,
knows? They don't specify shit very well. Hell, they don't even specify who the additional character is.
yeah, no, they don't. Um, we
So
we
yeah,
know one of them's my Shiranui just because.
yeah. That
Yeah, oh, Jesus Christ, yeah. DOA 6 additional new character debut costume. Wow. That's bad, guys. That's
yes,
real bad.
they've always been bad at this, but holy shit, there's never been more blatant than now.
Fuck off.
Like, because even if you check their Life 5, man, there was some absurd transactions in that game. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yo, dog, you know what'd be cool? If you spent $300 on this game.
Like, like the best thing about this is like the deluxe edition is 80 something dollars. So this season pass is more than the game.
The fuck?
Is so fucking what the hell you doing? Like, I'm just looking at this like, what? But why though? Why? Why you
Okay,
do this?
I'm gonna add a little bit of supplemental to this.
No problem.
Um, Arc System. So Arc System Works, uh, is apparently the ones who create this game. I didn't know that.
What?
Um,
They're alive?
huh? Arc System? Yes. Arxis,
Uh,
dude, like they make Blaze Blue.
yeah, that's what I say. Blade Blue. I thought we were still talking about they're alive.
Yeah, Arc System Works recently
Wait.
announced. Like, oh, I'm sorry. They all right? No, 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 no. I'm sorry. I was looking at this. They do not make. They do not make. I'm okay. I'm looking at an article to add some shit to this. This is an article from when Arxis announced a costume collaboration with DOA 5. Sorry.
Okay. Man, you had me scared.
Okay.
Like,
All right. So the grand total, if you were to add every single piece of DOA 5 last round DLC, somebody looked at it on Steam. If you were to add every piece of DLC to your cart, it would be $1,177.34.
I forgot about that.
The only
Oh, I
other game
forgot.
that has that much DLC in it is Train
Oh.
Simulator, which has $6,000 worth of DLC that you can purchase.
I don't know. Star Citizen should be about that level.
None of that shit is technically DLC though.
Fair enough, but still, holy shit. Oh.
What?
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm sorry. I saw a promo for a game called Gal Gun, and I'm like,
Oh
I
yeah.
misread it at first and thought it said Get Gun. I'm like, ooh, that's a game I can get behind.
You sure Pokemon guns?
You thought Pokemon Gun was crazy, but now look at it.
Now look at me. But
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
Jesus.
So
Man,
yeah,
AAA, you like I got to do the Jim Sterling AAA game industry.
and I'll do the ContraPoints thing of pointing out that the state of the industry is problematic.
It's the fucking worst. I
Fucking
don't even
Christ.
I don't even care about the fucking Fallout thing or Bethesda thing. Oh yeah, Bethesda thing. Fuck.
Bethesda,
Forgot.
yeah, you have some Bethesda news.
Yeah. Okay, so not Fallout 76, but Bethesda has pretty much unofficially slash officially announced slash leaked that oh hey, we're working on a Fallout 3 remaster.
Oh yay!
Not even gonna show anything about the game yet. But here are the fucking silver gold edition. Oh, the collector editions and shit.
Fallout 3 remastered, potentially teased for 2019 release date. Yeah, I have the article right here.
Yeah,
It got leaked by an Amazon listing, which if
yeah.
you try to follow to that page, mysteriously no longer exists.
Man, who would have saw this coming?
Hmm.
This since it stopped no longer existing like 30 minutes to an hour after, that it happened. So, man, they were quickly on the button there.
Yeah, guys.
You're never gonna catch this leak again. Eh.
Oh, okay, okay. What? All right. Sorry. I'm gonna add a little piece here.
Sure.
This is technically Ratbox material, but I'll wrap off the fucking Fallout thing by just saying, okay, it better be good.
Man, like, okay, stop. Okay, this is my personal way of wrapping this up. Stop, for the fucking love of God. Stop doing this whole thing of doing the pre-order bonuses, pre-order this, the special collector's editions, and all this other bullshit without showing anything of the actual game and engine. Stop it.
Hmm.
So many games recently have fucked up because of it. Stop doing it.
I um well, I'm kind of curious what this is going to end up being, for one. Just
Yeah,
because, I mean, it's either going to be just a straight remaster with new graphics but the old system, or
yeah.
it'll be what I predicted 3 fucking years ago when Fallout 4 came out. Or
Oh yeah.
however, like, two and a half, something like that. It'll be like I predicted back when Fallout 4 came out, and it's gonna be like, oh man, they sure did rip a lot of things from Fallout 3, including plot lines and or
Jesus.
things that they could use. I bet they're planning on a 3 remake. Guess what? A couple years later, they're planning on a fucking 3 remake, and
Yeah,
I bet you it's just gonna be Fallout 4, but you play through the plot of 3.
that's what I'm thinking.
I bet your ass. Either that or it's just a
Uh,
visual update. And if it's just a visual update, I'm sorry. I'm gonna what? Wait for the community to unfuck your game again with unofficial patches?
Yeah, like
Like I'll just download 4K models for the version of Fallout 3 I can already play.
yeah, and then yeah, like and then like oh man, what? I can't wait for you trying to put half the shit behind the creation fucking club again.
I mean, they tried, but they can't shut down the Nexus.
Oh no, they can't. That's
The
the same
the
for on
Nexus
console.
built their fucking community for them. They ain't shutting the Nexus down.
Yeah, they're not gonna shut it down. They're gonna keep trying to like make little holes to be like, yeah, you gotta get it through here. Give
Yeah.
us some fuck off and die.
I
Like
ain't
buying the
giving you a
fucking game.
goddamn thing.
Like
Um,
fucking. Ugh. But yeah, that's all I got news wise. Fucking
yeah. I'm gonna
crap
tag
box
something
wise.
onto the end of this then.
Sure,
Um,
go for it.
this is coming from Polygon, so this is
All right.
very clearly an unbiased source when it comes to the reporting of potentially troublesome content.
Yep, the grain of salt is ready.
Midway through last year, Valve made headlines after announcing that it would allow anything on its storefront that was not illegal or straight up trolling. Such a vague edict might explain why, as of this writing, there's a visual novel that promises to let you play as a sociopath that can violate women during a zombie apocalypse. It's literally called Rape Day. The game, which is not out yet, is marked as an adult only title, which means that you can't see it unless you're logged into Steam and have opted to see games of that nature in your feed. The game's description, which lists evil choices as a feature, says that it will let players verbally harass, kill, and rape women as you progress through the story. Rape Day boasts that it has over 7,000 words. I have all the best words. I have a lot of words.
Like, what a great story, Mark.
Whoa, what a story, Mark. That's not funny. Why is he laughing?
I know. That's what I'm thinking with this. I'm like, why am I laughing? This shouldn't be funny.
um, on the game's website, the developer seems aware that its creation is controversial. You can't
Just a little.
responsibly consider banning rape in fiction without banning murder and torture, the developer says. Most people can separate fiction from reality pretty well, and those that can't shouldn't be playing video games. A statement that I tend to agree with, by the by.
Yeah.
Um, technically, it does not appear to violate its current rules, yada yada yada. Um, in one update, the creator says that they got rid of a baby killing scene in case it gets marked as child exploitation.
Oh, God damn it. Sorry. That I was okay to describe what was going on. I'm like I was literally having my hands over my like over my eyes. I couldn't even stop myself from sneezing.
Oh lord.
Oh my god. Oh, sweet maker. What the fuck?
I can't wait to get my hands on my rape simulator. Yeah.
Man, I cannot wait to like platinum this fucking rape game.
Fuck. Oh, on one hand I care. On the other hand,
On the other hand, Steam is fucking garbage.
on the other hand, if somebody wants to play it, I guess I won't be.
Fucking Steam
But
is fucking bitch. They
uh,
they have no fucking regulation. Fuck.
well, that's the end of the news.
Thank you. Hi, Ratbox.
Uh,
I'm sorry you have to be like related to this shit.
JK, I'm
We
gonna
love you.
rape you with one more thing. Look at those eyes, buddy. Look at those eyes, buddy.
Look at me as I skull fuck you.
You look at me as I skull fuck you. Oh lord.
Thank you, Matt, for the best line ever.
That looks so bad.
It looked a-okay. I have no idea what you mean. I can't even. I can't. My deception is not high enough to even try.
Oh.
Like, man, the state of this thing, mate.
First of all, what are those? What are those? uh,
Why is there like fur, like moving fur?
so yeah, there are individual strands of moving fur. The in the screenshot we're looking at, the back half of his fucking body seems to have like this this thing where it just goes from being like 1080p to just hello 240p, my old friend.
I was about to say, like, man, some of this I would say 240 is being gracious. Some of this is 144. Let's be real with each other right
So there's
now.
if you want to go to polygon.com, Sonic live action movie leak, there's a series of like branding images that got leaked. One of which is Sonic and his glorious gams holding a fucking ring. It just looks like a little power ring, but he's just holding it, and it looks totally animated. Like,
Yeah,
not him animated, like animated. What
yeah,
the fuck? Oh, but
it's so
they
good.
talk about the film style guide for and their brand personality. So here you go. The brand personality for Sonic the film is irreverent and sarcastic, heroic and adventurous, confident and competitive, chill and likable, mischievous but not malicious.
Uh,
Oh.
yeah, I would love to chill with this.
I would love to chill with this horrible monster creature.
with with this like fucking My Little Pony meets fucking Bloodborne beast here.
Rainbow Dash! I am full
I'm
of
sorry.
blue, and I am coming.
I'm just looking at this and imagining like Lady Maria's team in the background now. Oh my gosh, it's so bad.
Oh my lord. Alright.
Oh,
From
oh
one
my,
Sonic thing to another, it seems.
please save us.
I want to try to. I want to try to. I want to try to chill and finish this last Sonic High School bit. All right.
Okay.
So,
Because like, where do we leave off at? I think we're on the final one, or just
no,
about.
we have 3 chapters to do.
Damn.
We left off with Shadow the Hedgehog being such a stupid, dumb idiot for thinking that his Ultra Chaos Dragon Ball Emerald orbs were going to bring Big Boy Sonic back from the dead after he turned black and ran off a cliff.
After he turned to a black.
He became a black and did the crimes. Wow, I
Why?
feel like such an idiot is exactly how I want to follow that statement with. Said Shadow inside of him to himself, not speaking out loud. I thought I could
Fuck.
revive Sonic from being dead, but I could not. Shadow tried using the Ultra Chaos Emeralds to make Sonic become alive for another time, but he definitely did not. Shadow made a big deal out of it, and then everyone yelled at Shadow and throwed their shoes at him for being an ass. Now Sonic is way down in the ground and dead, so he has to keep going and figure out the rest of high school. What? Sonic has to keep
Yeah,
going?
time to figure out the rest of high school in this ground.
I'm gonna figure out the rest of high school from the grave. It's a very
Good.
dark satire of teen suicide, I guess.
I was about to say, like, fucking Sonic from the grave.
Sonic just DDTs his way out of the fucking coffin. Just
He comes out like Brandon Heat from fucking from like fucking gun like overdrive, yeah.
overdrive. Yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
Either either that or he does the thing from Space Patrol Luluco, just justice over justice.
I like that one better. Justice over justice. Alright, moving on, fun.
Shadow went home by walking because taking Omega would have just made it too much longer to get to Sonic's funeral. So he went by. Wait, so taking the car is slower than walking? I mean, I guess that
What?
makes sense for Sonic, but
Yeah, I mean Shadow, I guess. Well, wait, wouldn't Shadow would be like riding on those fucking skate shoes?
I don't know.
Fucking hell.
Shadow
We're moving
walked
on.
home. We are. We are hard moving
Yep.
on from that. Shadow walked home, and now he was there safely without getting hit by any cars at all. Good, I guess. Shadow went up into his house and then his bedroom, and it was all a black and red place, like a volcano inside. It looked dark and cool, but not scary like a haunted house, which is scary and it has ghosts.
Fucking
What the fuck
I
am I reading?
refuse to think that the person who wrote this, even though we can clearly say think the age now, I refuse to think he's even over fucking 10. I refuse.
Say that, but the word vagina is on the bottom of the screen right now.
I know.
Shit! Shit!
10-year-old.
Screamed Shadow at his bed, where the things were. Where is the last crystal? I cannot find it. It is not here. Where did it go? Shadow was screaming and going positively nuts about it all. Shadow felt like a mother kangaroo who lost her baby after it left her front pocket, and it left it behind in the jungle, where there were dangerous things that would eat it. Because the crystal was so cool looking and big that anyone would take it if they saw it, even though the laws said that if something is there, you have to bring it to the police so that they can take it and show it to everyone to see if there's, and if it is, to see if it is theirs. Wrong theirs. And if it is,
Yeah.
they can have it without being nervous due to losing it.
That's
Shadow
cops.
was
Yeah, no such thing as dirty cops.
no such thing. No goddamn such thing as dirty cops. Shadow was so pissed because this did not happen even though he lost it. I have to find it! Screamed Shadow like an opera singer seeing a ghost.
I have to find it.
I
Stuff
have
like
to
that.
find it. Oh. Shadow went quick to Omega, the name of Shadow's car, 23 chapters in, and got in it
Fucking hell.
and touched him to make the map appear. Omega, set your trackers to find the Ultra Chaos Emerald because it is lost. Omega made all kinds of beeping and computer noises, sounding like a bag of technology. Beep, beep, boop, here it is, said Omega to Shadow, sitting in him in the driver's seat, and on Omega's map screen came a red dot that said the last Ultra Chaos Emerald was there. Why didn't you do that before, idiot? God.
Oh my god.
It was not a cityscape like before. Now it was much closer. So Shadow drove so fast. I thought running was faster, Shadow.
Yeah, I was about to say, man. So glad running wasn't faster now. Fucking story plot. Let's go.
Shadow finished and got to the place where the red dot was beeping about. Good! What is a little house? What? What? It is a house? Said Shadow. Does that mean someone stole the Ultra
Oh,
Chaos Emerald and put it in their house? Is this true? I am a car. Shut the fuck up. No, that. Why are
I
you
will
asking
say,
me?
like,
I don't have a soul.
I think the worst thing about this is that, like, the way Shadow was phrasing it is not too far off of how Shadow talks in fucking Shadow the Hedgehog the game.
It's not even that far off.
That's the worst thing about.
It was only a little dark outside because it was not late enough or at night to be the darkest possible. So Shadow went into the good Shadow. As we all know, the darker something is, the more crime it has. Crime go up.
I was about to say that.
So Shadow went to the window and looked inside. It looked normal, not like a crazy place. Shadow climbed up the side of the house and to a window. Why? And that looked like it was where the dot was coming from. And Shadow opened the window and broke inside. Ow! Ass! Said Shadow as he got in, hurting his foot a little. Ah! Screamed the person who was there in the room that Shadow broke into. Cream! Screamed Shadow at Cream, who was it. The cosmic game of tag continues ever onward.
Yeah, let's say can't escape tagging fates.
Shadow, what are you doing here? Should you not be making a big fool of yourself at the circus like you were trying to do at Sonic's funeral? There was so much disrespecttion coming from you. Dis. What?
Disrespecttion?
What? I don't know what I'm.
Oh, it's great. Disrespecttion. Oh no, that's the best. I botched up some lines, but I will never be as bad as this.
Cream stomped her feet and made a pissed face at him. No, Cream, you do not see. Said Shadow, thinking but like an idiot, so he came out in saying a bunch, sounding not correct. What? What do you want? If it is nothing, please leave my home before I call the police, said Cream to Shadow. I am here to seduce you, said Shadow, finally deciding upon a thing. Shadow took out his big, black, cool penis. Hey, Casey, does Devon have a big, black, cool penis? Hey, Devon's mom, does Devon... I just can't wait for the YouTube account with the created yesterday with no comments and nothing else to just say yes. Oh no! Oh no! It gets worse. His big black cool penis. It was smoking at the end, like he had just finished getting ready for a big sex opportunity.
What the fuck? Yeah, that's what all black fetuses do. They fucking smoke. Fucking what is this?
Oh my god. All black penises are made out of gunmetal, I understand.
That's why we like guns so much.
Oh god. Oh my god.
Damn it, that hurts.
Shadow, said Cream, looking shocked. What? Shadow felt a little nervous, but did not let it show on his face or his torrid genitals. Yes, Cream. I want to. Well, he's definitely not black with this line. Yes, Cream. I want to pay for all your children to go to school.
Ow!
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Danzo.
Whoa! God damn it!
But first, we have to make some children, and I am going to do that right in your vagina. Okay? Cream looked a little hesitant at first, but then said, "You know, I accept this. I know I am true boyfriend and girlfriend with Tails, but I feel bad for you when he kicked you at the funeral, and I want to make you feel better," said Cream, putting on a wink with her eyes. It's some of my relationships in a nutshell.
God damn it.
Cream took of her clothes, and then fell out 2 boobs and a vagina. Wow, you look so sexy, said Shadow, pretending to think she is the hottest. Shadow took out his penis and planted it right into her mouth. First we will do this. Shadow put his penis into Cream's mouth and put it in and out and tried to see how far he could stick it in. Shadow's penis was so big it looked pregnant, and it looked like an anaconda having lunch at Subway.
Why? Why did they have to add at Subway?
Shadow got so far he almost filled up her lungs and she was coughing. What the fuck?
You have to do some fucking real goddamn bending for that. You have to do some fucking penis bending for that shit.
I will decimate your inside.
With the mark of my dignity, I shall scar your DNA.
What the fuck is that?
Old video game line. Old video game.
Shadow got so far he almost filled up. Ellen was holding on to her vagina for dear life because it was so sad. Who the fuck is Ellen?
Yeah, that's what. Yes.
To her, it felt like she was trying to eat too many pixie sticks. More like too many pixie dicks, am I right?
Unlimited dick works.
To Shadow, it was like he was trying to sharpen a pencil. What the? Shadow's penis was really big around, like an air-conditioned vent in just a building. See, this has got to be like somebody underage writing this, because my ex's little 3-year-old son does that thing where he unnecessarily adds "just" to everything.
Yeah.
But like, you're supposed to get over that when you're a baby. Like,
yeah.
No,
this is why I say they can't be.
I'm just watching. Like, what are you doing? I'm just watching trains.
Like I said, this is like, that's why I say it cannot be over the age of 10. It has to be like 9 or less. I refuse to believe anything else.
It was hard for Cream to get a word in edgewise, but when she did, it was when Shadow took his penis out for a tiny moment in geologic time. So he takes his penis out for like hundreds of years at a time.
That's why I'm like, what the what?
Shadow, I am drowning in the power of your penis. I think you're just drowning.
Okay, I ever wish I heard that line.
I am drowning in the power of your penis. I am so in love. But when Shadow stuck his ridiculous penis back into her mouth, and she would be like, and then Shadow stuck his ridiculous penis back into her mouth, and she would be like a prisoner with handcuffs on her throat. "You embarrass me," said Shadow, smiling. Then Shadow took out his penis and picked Cream up. "Let me charge up for a super ejaculation." Shadow laid Cream down on the ground and then took his penis with him, which was already huge and shaking with sex energy. It's like a bar above his head or some shit. It's just
I was thinking like fucking the fucking thing, no JoJo, where it's just it has menacing all around it. It has an aura now.
go 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 shaking with sex energy, and found Cream's piggy bank, which was full of coins and dollars and things to save up for money, so she could buy what she wanted when she had enough inside it. Shadow took it and okay, he's talking about her literal piggy bank. Okay, that caught me off guard for a second. As many euphemisms are as in this fucking thing.
Yeah.
Shadow took it and, using his muscular penis, smashed a hole right through the piggy bank so it was sitting on the top of his penis like a hat. Shadow's penis looked like it belonged in a fashion show. "Huh? What are you doing?" said Cream, who was confused but sounded so happy from doing sex, still that she was smiling and laughing. Shadow lifted her head up so she could see her big, heavy piggy bank on his penis, but not weighing because his penis was so strong. "I am doing this for good, Cream. Sorry." Then Shadow swung his penis at her head on the side like a hammer and hit the piggy bank into her head and knocked her unconscious.
Unconscious.
I can't do this anymore.
How did you do this the first time?
Cream was now on the floor, not responding to life. and Shadow took the piggy bank off his penis and stuck his penis in her vagina to finish his boner ejaculate. Rape. Rape
Yeah, I'm about to
simulator.
say. Well, we just talked about it. I guess we know who's one of the people who buy it.
Shadow rammed his penis back and forth, and because she was not responding and using her vagina to make his penis feel better, he had to do all the sex, and he stuck his penis so far up that he accidentally bumped her heart with his penis.
Again, what the mark of my dignity, I shall scar your DNA. What the fucking
But she
hell?
was still okay. Shadow's tumescent penis finally exploded into an ejaculation, and 999 screaming ghosts rushed out of his penis like he was opening Pandora's box and flew through her body and out her mouth and escaped into the atmosphere and left stains on the carpet.
What?
I can't. I can't.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
"Okay, now it is time to get what I really came for," said Shadow out loud. Shadow did not even bother putting his penis back where he found it, and instead went to work looking for the Ultra Chaos Emerald. He looked through all of her things and even behind pictures and posters. Cream had a lot of posters on the walls and things teenage women like, such as famous boy band, One Sonic Direction, and famous television shows like Gossip Sonic and Pretty Little Sonic and iSonic, and famous books like Sonic Twilight and 50 Shades of Sonic. laying it on a little thick there, are you, buddy?
Keep going. I can't.
Shadow looked through all of these things, and even in her lip gloss and purse full of teen girl blood diapers, and could not find it. Then he got to her jewelry cabinet and opened it, and there he saw the big ring with the big jewel that Cream was wearing at Sonic's funeral, and it was actually the Ultra Chaos Emerald. Yes, I found it. How did this get here? Shouted Shadow, picking up the ring and taking the Ultra Chaos Emerald out of the ring and into his hand. Then, when Shadow was standing there with Cream unconscious on the floor and filled with nudity, and his fat penis was hanging down from his body like a dog going down the stairs, and a big shiny crystal in hand. Tails flew into the window and thusly the room. Tails heartily looked at the situation and said, "It is okay. I know exactly what is going on."
No.
Oh my god, only a couple more. Okay. Whew. Tails was sitting in the back of the car where Amy was sitting, in the front seat where you do not drive it. And Sonic's mom was sitting in the front seat on the left where you do drive it. The car was an SUV. The car was an SUV. They were all dressed in nice clothes because they were driving back to Sonic's house from Sonic's funeral. Tails looked like a secret agent because he was wearing a suit, but he must have been the saddest secret agent ever. "I am so
God.
sad," said Amy in a crying way, sounding like a complete collection of teen idiot quotes because she did not have teeth. If you remember, Sonic punched all of her fucking teeth out.
Oh yeah, I fucking forgot about that.
When he turned black, he raped her and punched all of her teeth out. Or no, he didn't rape her. Sorry, but
No, he
he
didn't
did.
rape her, but he did do the old did do the Jotaro aura combo on her.
He did. He auraed the shit out of her, and then he like bumped his head, which, and I remember the quote, knocked all the drugs off of his brain. I know you are, and so am I. Tails, are you sad? Said Sonic's mom to Tails. Yes, I am sad, said Tails to
I'll take.
Sonic's mom, in an answer to her question.
Sorry. I was just about to say, like, man, remember we gave like Sonic's mom the Darius voice.
Oh God, right. I know you are, and so am I. Tails, are you sad? Or no, it was like
Tails.
Tails, are you sad? Said Sonic's
Yeah, it's
mom
like.
to Tails. Uh, it is really difficult and sad when it is really difficult and sad when someone dies, especially now that it is Sonic, said Sonic's mom, not crying, but sounding really sad. She cried a lot at the funeral, but now she was being more normal and not making a big scene like a hot dog man selling hot dogs at a baseball game. "I know. It's like I just said Amy, trying not to cry about how Sonic is dead and she is sad. "I just want everything to go away." Amy started to cry again because she is just so emotionally weak, like a goddamn child. I'm
Wow.
quoting that. If this has an audio version, I'm quoting that directly from the goddamn. That's not me interjecting
Man.
that.
Jesus Christ.
"I understand that you are sad, Amy, but I have to tell you two something. Please do not kill yourselves, okay?" said Sonic's mom in a very sad and meaning it way. "Being a teen is the hardest thing in the world. It is harder than being in a war or in jail. I know it. But do not kill yourself because it will get cooler when you are done being a teen." Writing from a position of bias, are we, Arthur?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, we're okay. Tails looked down at the ground of the car and did not know what to say, but he said, "Okay." He said it in a sad and quiet way. What was real was that Tails really did want to kill himself now that Sonic was dead. What was the point of living if you are not going to do it with your best friend, Sonic? But your best friend is Sonic. You don't have a choice in the matter.
That's why I'm like, God damn.
Then they got to Sonic's house, and they went inside, and just after they took off their fancy clothes, then Rouge and Espio came over with Knuckles and Kunkles Jr., who were there. Rouge looked very burlesque in her tiny baby dress, with her unlimited boobs. Unlimited boob
Books.
nearly jumping out of her clothing, and Espio looked like a professional movie star on the red carpet because he was wearing a suit. Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. looked like shrunken presidents because they were also wearing suits. "Hello," they all said togetherly. "Wow, hi," said Tails to them. "We have to go talk to Sonic's mom to try to cheer her up and to be nice," said Rouge and Espio, and they gave Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. to Tails, who took them in a different room. "I am so sad about Sonic," said Knuckles Jr. "This is really all the worst thing that could have happened." "Yes, this is the saddest," said Knuckles. "Sonic did not deserve to die." They were all agreeing so much about it. What is this, fucking Heathers? Everyone's just talking about how everyone's dead. And
it's clearly what happens after the room.
after a while of not talking, Knuckles said, "Hey, Tails, the end of school is tomorrow, and I have my last test. That decides if I move on to the next grade or if I lose and have to go back to the start of high school, huh?"
Wait, hold on. He's not a senior in high school. The fuck happened?
Yeah, since when is Knuckles a senior in fucking high school? I thought he had to go back because he was failing all of his classes because he's a baby. After all,
Oh my
Knuckles,
God.
who
I
is now a
fucking
baby.
forgot.
How can you forget about Knuckles, who is a baby?
Damn it. Oh,
Tails
God.
looked at Knuckles in a deep way and said, "Wow, that is a lot of pressure, huh? What do you have to do?" I can't keep doing that. Tails,
Yeah, don't.
Tails was trying to be nice and helping to Knuckles because he was a baby now. But most of the time, when people complained about school to Tails, Tails just thought, not saying, "Are you the king or queen of idiots?" because Tails was the smartest and school was all just so easy to him. Even the hardest classes that they made for geniuses. Even
God damn.
those classes. "What I have to do is write a news story about an event or thing that happened in town. It has to be real," said Knuckles. Looked like a worrying boy and made worry boy. Fuck boy. And made a sound that showed he was worried. Knuckles was a baby. There we go. We were waiting for the line.
Yeah.
"There is everything that I can lose to this," he said in a way. I think the author has given up about as much as I have.
Yeah.
In a way. "I will look for a story for you to do your news story on, and hopefully you will pass and not have to go all the way back to the beginning of high school, costing you thousands of dollars in lost fee."
Wait, what?
I don't know. Said Tails to Knuckles,
This high school
seriously.
college.
Then Tails asked to the both of them, "Hey, can you please give me all of your baby teeth?" Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. took out their baby teeth and gave them to Tails.
What? You're babies!
Using all of his technology and tools and good old-fashioned elbow lubricant, Tails glued all of the teeth together to make enough teeth for one normal person mouth. And he went downstairs. Here, Amy, this is for you, said Tails, looking at Amy, who looked like a total dumpster ever since Sonic punched all of her teeth out before he killed himself. Jesus Christ. Yo, I know your boyfriend's been abusing you, but bitch, you look like a fucking dumpster fire put itself out on your
You,
face.
girl, you look so fucking bad with your fucking teeth being auraed out.
Yeah, man, you look about as bad as your teeth, bitch.
I told you not to date Dio.
You can use these teeth and they will feel just like you never lost your teeth. Amy grabbed them from out of Tails' hand and put them into her mouth, and they fit so perfectly, like a Pop Tart in most toasters. Wow, Tails. This feels great. How on earth did you manage to get teeth for me? Said Amy, now sounding like she was no longer a teen loser. Amy hugged Tails. No need to worry. You just thanked the modern efforts of science. Tails cheered and danced a little, and Amy thanked pharmaceutical companies. And then Tails went back over to where Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. were. Pharmaceutical companies.
Help me.
Then Tails went to Knuckles Jr., who was also there, and started to do a conversation with him. Hey Knuckles Jr., how are you? Said Tails to Knuckles Jr. Good, said Knuckles Jr., but sad, of Carouse. I did not see this coming at all. Knuckles Jr. hugged his legs to his body like an imaginary tree that could bring its roots up and use them as legs. Yeah, what is your deal? Are you really psychic? Because you are just a baby, said Tails in a Curio's way.
God damn it.
I am Groot, said Knuckles Jr. No, no. I find I seem to be able to see the future sometimes, but I cannot always control it. As you said, I am just a baby, but when I get older, I can probably use my powers to win the lottery and become the CEO of Progressive Car Insurance, said Knuckles Jr.
Damn.
I'm done.
Mm, mm. We're close, all right. We're close to finally doing it. Come
I'm
on, we can do this.
I'm gonna Logan Paul myself on stream and you can't stop me.
Come on, man, we can do this.
Okay, said Tails. Tails also thought inside his hugest brain that now he did not want to kill himself anymore. He was still sad. That makes one of us, Tails. He was still sad, but talking to babies made him realize that there was a lot to come in life, and good things, and if Sonic is dead, it is not the end of the world, but only the end of Sonic, which is sad. Fuck you, Sonic. I'm not reading that. Uh, you know, Tails went to downstairs into Sonic's garage by himself and found Sonic's electric guitar and had it. Sonic used to play songs on this, said Tails to the ears of the world. Dio is there.
Yeah.
Nuda?
So,
Tails put the guitar onto his body and held it, and thought for a minute, and then began to play a song. He played a sad song that was not mad or happy sounding, but it was not a slow song. It was a medium song that did not go too fast, so you would dance, or too slow, so you would fall asleep, like Tefon. Then Tails closed his eyes. Never gonna let you live it down. Then Tails closed his eyes and just knew the words that he wanted to sing as he felt them, and he sang them out loud while playing this song that he just made up. And the words to the song he just made up went, fucking redundancy, author. Oh my god.
Oh boy, I can't wait. wait to hear this.
You actually want me to read this, don't you?
No, no,
Oh my
no,
god.
no,
No,
no.
you said you
We're
can't wait
moving
to
on
hear
from
it.
that.
I'm gonna kill
No, I'm
myself after
joking. I
this.
was joking. I was joking. No,
Being a
no,
teen is so hard. You have to learn to drive a car. I didn't. And if you hit anything, it is you to jail they will bring.
that's not always true.
You also have to go to school. It is definitely not for fool. I can't do that for very long. And
Don't.
everything is harder because my best friend died. Oh wow, my best friend died. I just want to hide. High school drama is so hard to be a part of. It is hard. It is crazy things like friendship and love. Huh. There we go. I could cope by doing the wassail sing. It is
Yeah.
the worst. It makes me want to burst. You have to get a date or everyone will laugh. And in a lake, they will push you off a raft. Girls wear
Wait.
makeup and guys get tattoos. And there are
Tattoos.
there are so many possible drugs to do. There, drugs, gotta get the drugs.
Gotta get the drug. Gotta get the good.
There are also bullies around, and sports with balls that are round, and everything. And
Wake
everything
me
is
up.
even harder because my friend died. Kono Dioda's friend died. Kono Dioda want to hide. High school drama is so hard to be a part of. It has
No,
things
no, fuck this, fuck this.
it has things like Kyuketsuki and Stando power. It is the worst. It makes Kono Dioda want to burst. I am the mid I am doing a Oh, here we go. Okay, this actually works for Dio. I am doing a middle finger at God. But God is not real and the world is odd. I am crying so much that my tears could make a cave. Where you cannot be scared, you just must be brave. I am
That's the only
tired of
lyrics.
teens going on diets and being mad and starting riots. And everything is harder because my best friend died. Chorus. Chorus again. Fuck you. I'm doing a middle finger at God too, Tails. Tails' singing sounded like a beautiful butterfly telling its life story to a little
What?
boy who fell asleep on a bench in the park without losing his money to a common thief. Why am I still reading this?
Are we going to be able to finish this?
What is our timer at?
This is
Yes.
hurting. This is
Yes, we
hurting a lot.
can.
I'm gonna need to sleep immediately after this because holy shit.
When do you have to be to work?
Like 11. I got time. It's just one thing.
Okay.
I'm like, fuck.
That was really sad to hear, said Knuckles Jr., but it is a healthy way to get rid of your emotions instead of killing yourself. Then Knuckles Jr. went forward into the room and tripped in a way that the door behind him closed and was now locked, and they were in the room, so they were locked in there. Oops, said Knuckles Jr. like an idiot baby. Oh no, said Tails out loud. If only we had a lockpick. Then all of a sudden, everything came to Tails and he realized what just happened over the past events. That's it. That's it. Using this information and my big intelligence, I know what is happening, shouted Tails. Tails got so excited that he spun his flying tails so hard that he went right through the locked door so it was open now and went out of Sonic's house and went directly to Cream's house without even celebrating at an ice cream place first. Fuck you. Oh my god, how long is this? It's short. Okay, good. Oh god, not as short as I'd like, but it's short. Um. Okay. Now I am in Cream's room, and here you are, Shadow, said Tails to Shadow, who were both standing there. Do not be alarmed. What? I do not know what to say, said Shadow to Tails. with a big worried face like a coconut with with those three holes like a bowling ball. Okay. Mm, all right. Let's go.
Fatal.
Mm. Can't escape from fucking shit. No, it is. No, it is okay. You are doing exactly what I knew you would be doing, and I understand why, said Tails in a cool and not angry way at Shadow, responding, even though Shadow literally just busted a fat nut inside his girlfriend with no protection.
And ruined her lungs and heart with his dick.
You are here to get what Cream has, and that is the last Ultra Chaos Emerald, which is what is in your hand. Tails, being smart, was right. Shadow was holding the last Ultra Chaos Emerald, and it was in Cream's room, in a ring. No, it's not. He took it out of the ring. Stop being retarded, author. Oh, shouted.
The author was clearly trying to figure out other ways to say how like Shadow's penis went through her body. All right.
Oh, shouted Shadow. Usually I am the one with the brain behind doing a crime, but please explain to me how you know all this. Well, said Tails loudly, like a rock star. It all started when Amy and Rouge got locked away in the Detetnion zone. Moving on. Tails then sat on the windowsill. Windowsill as opposed to windowsill. Tails then sat on the windowsill and explained the whole thing that was how Amy's bracelet ended up in Cream's vagina, and why Cream has the last Ultra Chaos Emerald, and why Sonic did not come back to life when Shadow tried to use them. Amy and Rouge were in Detetnion, and Cream wanted to help them because they were turned into starving women whose reproduction systems died because they did not have enough nutrition to create a child ever again. So Cream decided to be a good friend, like I have always been to Sonic, and she went and broke into your Shadow's room to steal a Kono Shadow da, to steal a lockpick.
God.
She knew you would have a lockpick because you were always saying about how you do crimes in the city environs.
That's why I'll just have a lockpick.
I hate this. Yeah. Everyone who breaks into apartments has lockpicks. Sure. I'm rolling with it. Fuck it. I don't want to do this anymore. I quit. Kono quitter da.
Okay. Let's just rush and end it.
So Cream went and broke into your room and stole a lockpick. This physically hurts. But when she was there, she also saw the Ultra Chaos Emeralds and took the white one because it looked like riches. Come back when you're a little richer. Wow, she is a stealing bitch! She screamed Shadow to Tails' listening body. What is wrong with this succubus? Shadow? Jesus Christ, Shadow, that's still his girlfriend.
Yeah, like, jeez.
Shadow stomped his feet and bothered to put his penis back now. That it was small from listening to Tails talk, and not to have pretend crime rescue sex with Cream? Just wait and listen well, fag nips, said Tails to Shadow, still a little mad at Shadow for being the asshole at Sonic's funeral, but mostly forgiving him now for doing this. Then what happened was Cream, as a hall's monitor, was able to go to the Detetnion room because she had the power as an inside agent. She had put the lockpick way up in her vagina as a hiding spot, because who is gonna look there even if a burglar comes to take her carried goods? She went over to Amy in a sneaking way and, moving her mouth without saying the words, by not making a sound but still making it look as if she was talking and not saying them in her head either, because she was still doing it with her mouth so you could see, told Amy to reach up in her vagina. Creams' vagina was so small and junior at the time. I do not want to hear junior and vagina in a sentence. Thanks. And junior at the time because she was not in love. So when Amy stuck her hand up into Cream's vagina, her bracelet got stuck in there, and it looked like, and it stayed up there, and she could not even get the lockpick anyway because Creams' vagina was basically like a pencil case full of peanut butter. It's dead air because I'm dying inside.
I'm thinking of Vegeta now, like 9 minutes, 18 seconds. 9 minutes, 18 seconds. What's the best moment of my life?
That's the moment. Father? Okay, anyhow. I don't even. Holy shit. Yeah, peanut butter. Oh, that hurts again. It was too. It was too hard and small to get up, but it was good at holding things, like Spider-Man. That's their question mark, not mine. So Amy's bracelet was in there, and Cream had to leave before she became the biggest suspect ever. And Amy did not notice her bracelet was gone because she was so hungry and needing soda. And she put a new one on when she got home anyway, so it was like she did not notice. And then, when Sonic died, Cream was wearing the last Ultra Chaos Emerald. So it did not work because the jewels have to be touching for a man to get off a wish. Wow, it makes so much sense and is so obvious, said Shadow to Tail. Fuck you, Shadow. I can't believe I did not think of that first. Maybe I am so dark that it is hard to see sometimes, haha. Shadow laughed. Oh man. Oh. Shadow laughed, and blackbirds flew above outside like planes running up high with invisible legs. Yeah, but now we have to use them. We have to bring Sonic back to life. Tails creamed at Shadow. We have to bring Sonic back to life. Oh, Tails creamed at Shadow. But first, we should get Amy because she is Sonic's girlfriend, and she should be there if we're gonna bring him back from hell. Shouted Shadow in an ideal way. What the fuck? What an asshole!
Everyone's just healed.
Fuck you, man. God damn.
We're close.
Oh, easy mode has been unlocked. Oh. Tails and Shadow held hands. That's pretty gay, guys. You've been pretty homophobic this whole story. That's pretty gay, Shadow.
Yep.
And ran out the window, and then Tails flew them with his flying tails to Sonic's house where everyone was. Oh, I'm not even gonna bother trying to hide my breath. No, so sometimes I try. I'm not even gonna bother.
Fuck it. No, fuck it.
Tails and Shadow got there and slammed the door open like a football team, making a slammer's noise. Whatever. Then they went and found Sonic's mom, who said Amy was in the other room, and Tails and Shadow went to the other room and opened that door too. Amy was inside the room, watching Rouge refill Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. using her whopping boobs. Rouge was wearing a itty-bitty tiny baby bra that was so small like she got it from Gymboree, and her boobs were so super big like a couple of planets that were pretty much breaking the bra parts because they were so big.
Mm.
It is a rumor about town that you can see Rouge's boobs from space.
Oh
Anything
man, I didn't know
else?
we entered fucking most hentai games.
We're, we're in high school DxD territory now.
Yeah.
Rouge, your boobies are out again. What are you doing? Said Tails to Rouge. And then Rouge and Amy looked at him. Tails, I am feeding Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. from my boobs. It is natural and healthy to do this, said Rouge. Rouge's boobs were so big that it was like Tails and Shadow could not almost fit into the room with her.
Mm.
I think we've surpassed
Mm-hmm.
hentai game at this point. They were all watching the video of Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. the baby kissing that Sonic had made of them to inspire his kissing powers because watching it made Rouge make more boob food. Fucking and
Mm-hmm.
and flooding back comes the image of Rouge pulling an entire turkey dinner out of her tits.
Yeah.
Oh man. And I am watching, so I know how to do it one day, said Amy, who still looked a little sad because Sonic died, but smiling. Cool, said Tails. Can I try? Tails and Shadow went over to Rouge's boobs, but by the time they got there, this happened. Oh no, they are empty. Sorry, said Rouge to Tails and Shadow. It is supposed to be for babies most of the time anyway, or if you are in love. I don't care how much I love somebody, I'm not going to suck their nipple milk. That is. I understand it's a natural part of human stuff, but no.
Like
No.
it's odd.
Oh my god, there's so much more left.
Why ask if we actually do it? That's when I'm like, oh, is this the
Oh
last one?
man, yelled Shadow to the clouds. Next time, said Tails, winking at Rouge and her illegally sized boobs. Anyway, we are going to bring Sonic back to life. Come on! I had to do the Chris. Wait,
Yeah.
no,
Come on.
not again. Come on! No, not again, you beguilers. Amy screamed at almost punched one of them in the face for doing another disrespect to Sonic's dead version. Listen, woman of the night, said Shadow in a disrespecting way. What the fuck? I think I actually want to. Listen here, you woman of the night.
That's so good.
Oh my god. I've got like an X or two that I'd like to call that, to be honest.
I'm calling a vampire that neck touch, and I hope you know.
Listen here, woman of the night, said Shadow in a disrespecting way. We are for real this time. Something was messed up, and it was all Cream's fault. And maybe even yours if you go back far enough in the way everything happened in the world. Let's go. I don't know, said Rouge. You were an idiot ass last time at the Funerella.
Funerella.
No, listen to them, said Knuckles Jr. to Rouge, who was cool, not a nerd. Go. God, that baby is a genius, said Shadow. Knowing that he was right and that they should go with them, Tails was the smartest. Okay,
My
said
fucking
Amy,
God.
and they put all their things into bags and left. Knuckles, who was now a baby, made sure to put his camera with him close. Then they told everyone else in the house who was there from the funeral, which was all of the important people that you know, and they ran faster than a boulder to high school where Sonic's funeral was and where he was buried at fucking high school?
I was
Hold
just
the
about
fucking
to say that.
phone.
Yeah, that's what the high school needs, man.
He was put in the ground now, but not covered up because they did not get to start. Biaka's the funeral was only a few hours ago, and they did not have to do it right away because it was the
Yes,
safest neighborhood. Not like the city.
that's not how it works.
I know. That doesn't matter to this 10-year-old, 8-year-old.
Is this fucking 3-year-old now?
Where where Sonic's body would get stolen and sold for drugs and motorcycles. He's just gonna sell the motherfucker's organs on the black market for drugs and motorcycles. I want to
This
be
is
in
a
this
couple
gang.
dolls.
Everyone ran just so fast to the funeral spot at the high school, and when they got there, there was Sonic's coffin in the hole. Here we are at the funeral spot now, said Tails to everyone, of course. We gotta get it out, gotta get it out. But how? Screamed Amy, and started to cry like a girl tea kettle. God damn it, Amy, said Tails in a mad serious voice. Stop acting like a children. Tails thought Amy was being the Kraken of drama just because Sonic was dead.
You
Wow.
you did a fucking musical
I
solo.
I
Cause
know I know a girl whose boyfriend actually fiance at the time actually died, and like yeah. Oh my god, and you know what? Her name is fucking Amy too. Oh my god. This is uh this is like so much more distasteful than I remember it being. Oh. What we need to do is figure out, using our brains, how to get Sonic out of this hole. Tails rubbed his chin with his smart hands and tried to get his genius brain running like the engine of 10 red cars. Excuse me, let me get through this, please, said a big, retarded voice from the back of the group of people standing around Sonic's hole. Oh, the lunch lady, shouted Tails in a happy way. Hello,
why?
children, said the lunch lady, who was at Sonic's funeral and Sonic's house after the funeral. The lunch lady was very big and tall and went in Sonic's hole and tossed the coffin right out onto the ground next to. What the? There you go, said the lunch lady with a face full of smiles. She was deaf, too. Cool, said Tails. Thanks. Shadow, where are you? Shadow came in from the backer area where it was dark under the tree because Shadow was the darkest person everyone knew. Here I am, Tails, and here are my jewels, he said Shadow as he grabbed his sack. Okay, that one was on purpose.
Yeah.
Oh god, I don't. Why is there. Here goes nothing, yelled Tails like a gay little boy. Don't you
Wow.
just hate it when people say that? I guess.
Mm.
Shadow grabbed his jewels and made sure all
Spices.
7 of them were there, and they were there. And oh, he was so nervous because if this did not work, they would surely have put him under a citizen's arrest for being a public ass. If he did not do this
That's
right, he would die, and Tails would too. Now, because he was doing it with him, and they would throw rocks at. They're gonna stone you to death
Yeah, I want to say like what?
using these Ultra Chaos Emeralds. I wish up I wish up out the gods to grant my wish that you can bring Sonic back up to a normal, healthy life here. The bag glowed a whole lot and made screamy noises, and a big stick of light came down from the sky and hit the bag, and all of the Ultra Chaos Emeralds started to go crazy. They were making sounds like frogs and trains and horses and hitting into each other and shooting out lights. And basically, the biggest circus, it had the biggest number ever. Shadow.
This person can't be over fucking 5. I refuse.
Shadow and Tails were squinty with their eyes like the Chinese doctor who touched Sonic's balls. Whatever. Wow, screamed Amy. Oh my god, I'm not reading all of that. That's
no,
exclamations
no.
screamed each character individually. Oh
Yeah.
wow, very impressive, said Sonic's really Chinese doctor. He's really fucking Chinese, guys. In a less loud way. And the lunch lady said something too. And so did Sonic's mom and Mrs. Lesson. Then everything in the world just became super bright and no one could see a thing for a moment. and they could not hear. They noticed either because there was a ringing sound in their ears. It was so crazy, like being inside a marshmallow filled with ringing sound. Shut the fuck up, Sonic fan. Oh my god. Oh, I lost it. There it is. Then everyone peeked out behind their heads at where they were looking, and all the Ultra Chaos Emeralds were gone. And Sonic's coffin was open. Mortal coffin. And look, there was Sonic. Sonic was standing on his coffin where he was inside, and he was on top of it, smiling, and not black anymore, but just regular old blue Sonic. Yes, it really happened. Hey guys, what did I miss? Shouted Sonic in his regular old cool way. Sonic! Screamed everyone at the same time because they were all there and heard and saw him together, so it was just natural.
It's natural that everyone speaks in unison.
Yeah, I know. You know, it's even less natural having everyone exclaim things simultaneously, like individually in order of importance. They all ran at him, and he went down from the coffin, and everyone else was hugging, and it was so beautiful to see. I heard Eggman was laughing at my funeral. What an ad! How did you hear anything? You just got back. You just came back from the dead. Said Sonic and laughed because he was the most living person ever now. Wow, Sonic, you are alive, said Tails to Sonic. You bet, said Sonic and high-fived him, which was already after they hugged because they were best friends, but Sonic had hugged everyone else too. Wow, Sonic, you really are the fastest, said Knuckles Jr. You came back to life in 2 days. You beat the world record for fastest coming back to life because it took Jesus 3 days. Knuckles Jr. was right. Sonic was the fastest, and it is now proved complete. Fuck. I hate this.
Every part of my body is tingling with fucking pain and joy. I love it.
Sonic, I miss you. I forgive you, shouted Amy, crying and happy. Amy cried so much. She was such a loser about emotions. Amy, I was thinking of you a lot when I was dead, said Sonic, before typical gay girl Amy cut him off in a rude way. It does not matter, Sonic. I want to be true boyfriend and girlfriend with you now, said Amy, and did holding on Sonic's hands. Sonic looked surprised. Now? Right now? Said Sonic with a question voice. Yeah, right now, yelled Amy. Let them watch. This is true love. Then Amy leapt out of her clothing except her underwears, like a horse jumping out of a plane.
The underwears? It's just a room.
And landed in front of Sonic's body, ready for his grand genitals. This will actually be the first actual Sonic sex scene.
Yeah, because remember before he had the gay ball disease.
He had the gay ball disease, and he gave head, I think, is what he did.
And
Sonic already had all of his clothes off by the time she started to jump because he is the fastest. Yeah, sex, shouted Sonic.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And he finally revealed his penis. His penis instantly grew to dangerous levels. He swinged it around, and everyone had to duck or jump over it.
So the Vegeta line, everyone better duck because I'm about to swing left, and I want to smack you with my dick.
Sonic's penis was just the biggest penis anyone ever saw. It was like he had the World Trade Center sitting on his balls.
Wait, when was this thing first made?
After that, his balls were super big too, like beanbag chairs full of olives. Breathe, Danzo.
I'm trying. Come in, please. We need to get through this.
I need you to suffer. You know what? I'm gonna start the chapter over again.
No! I need to fucking sleep at some point. Come on.
Yes, my measurements were correct, said Sonic's extra Chinese doctor. His penis and balls are definitely the biggest available. Amy was so filled with sex and arousing that her boobs were rock hard. She opened up her legs and she was still wearing a panty. But her vagina was really hard too, like a trapdoor to the love basement.
What?
God.
Man, this 5-year-old don't know how sex works.
Sonic did not care, and he shot his incredible penis right into her vagina, through her clothing, and she felt his love immediately. Oh, so he's a zombie, okay. His penis was ice cold, and it was so big that it made it up her body and into her mouth so she could taste it. And it tasted like money and ice cream. What the shit? I can't. Yo, girl. You won't get this dick. It tastes like money and ice cream. You mean you've never licked $100 bill before? You like to?
Oh my god, that is the best.
You, screamed Sonic, ramming his penis in and out of her body like a drain cleaner. I love you too, screamed Amy, trying to make words while Sonic's penis rearranged her internal organs.
I will scar your DNA.
Sorry, rearranged her internal organs. Sonic took his penis out, and it's already out of her vagina. Took his penis out and beat her boobies back and forth with it, and she loved it. Sonic's pensy was so strong that it made her roll back and forth, and by now she was so in love that her vagina was shooting whipped cream. Oh, extra long episode today, folks. This one had to end. If we do another story, it will be one chapter a week. But believe me, I had to be done with it.
Yeah.
Wait for me, shouted Sonic, laughing like a millionaire. Sonic did legendary sex moves to Amy, like picking her up with his penis and doing tricks, and brushing her teeth with his penis, and letting her walk on it like a tightrope walker, but with... Oh my god.
Can't wake up.
He even put Amy and him into his coffin, and he wiggled his penis back and forth in her vagina while in the coffin like a beef slinky. Okay, so we have a new insult in the form of woman of the night, and a new euphemism for cock in the form of beef slinky. Sonic's penis was so big and long and wide that you could fit families inside of it. If you think you have seen a bigger penis, you have not, because Sonic... You have not.
You have not seen Gawkward. Yeah.
It's not true. You have not seen a bigger penis. You have not.
Penis. You have not. Oh, hi, Sonic.
Oh, hi, Shadow.
No, yeah.
Amy's vagina was breathing hard and reaching out for Sonic's penis. And soon he put it back into her vagina and decided to do a final systems check before taking off into the semen sphere. Ah! Oh, no!
I'm commencing final systems check before we ejaculate into the semen sphere. Oh,
Ooh, I actually fall on the ground. Holy shit.
I fucked a lot of elves with my magnum dog.
This is how I literally fuck this guy.
We're taking off. We're replacing the ozone with the semen sphere. This is my grand plan to save the Earth from global warming.
Semen saturation.
Complete semen saturation.
Okay.
Sonic grabbed his balls and held them back behind his body and ran into Amy with his penis. And his penis immediately flooded her vagina with his fresh and creamy s'mores. He shot so much semen into Amy that it was coming out of her ears. Eventually, he took his penis out and shot more out, but like bullets. Even shot one into the sky. And that night, someone noticed Venus was about 10 feet to the right of where it should have been. He's literally fucking the sky!
I was joking!
That is because Sonic's semen bullet hit it. Sonic, screamed Amy, marry me. Amy kneeled up from on the ground, holding a big ring like the ones she wore and held it in front of her face. Sonic looked at it, smiled, and shoved his show-stopping penis right through the ring and into her mouth. I'm picturing it in my head. Why? No, I can't. And she yelled a passionate sound, and Sonic said, I will marry you. Amy drank all of the semen that she could and grew an inch in height from it. Then Amy took out the real rings that she had, and Sonic and Amy put them on so they could get married. You just had sex, screamed Tails. You just became true boyfriend and girlfriend. Congratulations, Sonic and Amy. Wow, said SBO. I thought I was a sex professional. I am seeing true love, shouted Rouge. Everyone laughed and cheered as Sonic and Amy finished doing sex and kissed each other's penises and vaginas and balls one more time for good luck. Then they put their clothes on that Silver had folded and put in piles for them because he was just a really good, nice guy. Almost. Hey, shouted Knuckles. Thanks, I got my story now. Knuckles waved a bunch of pictures of Sonic and Amy having. He's a baby!
I was about to say that!
He's a fucking baby!
I'm so glad this infant now has this.
Yo, bro. I caught these dank nudes, bro. Aren't you like one? Yo, bro.
Aren't you like under one?
I
Because
put
it
my
hasn't
goopy
been a
up
full
in her
year.
gaga, if you feel what I'm saying. Cool, I'm so happy to help you out, said Sonic, winking, still feeling like super sex Sonic. Shut the fuck up. Yes, there is one. That is wonderful, said a big voice behind them in an important way. Hello, I am the principal of the high school. Wow, the president? Shouted Sonic. No. No. Seeing the principal was like seeing a celebrity because he only came out one day every year. That he's not a very good principal.
Yes,
Sonic, you are the best, said the principal. He is, said Amy to the principal. We just had sex right here, and he is my true boyfriend here. The principal left and smiled. Wait just a minute, yelled Sonic to the principal. I may be the best at some things, but everyone here is the best at some things. Amy is the best at being nice and having emotions. Tails is the... Oh my god, I don't... Are we really doing... Tails is the best at being smart and
moving
fun.
on.
Shadow is the best at doing crimes and driving and being dark, but also being nice. But he is the best at being two things at the same time. SBO is the best at jumping and getting teenage women. Rouge is the best at seducing and being in love and a mom. Knuckles is the best. Yeah, your mom is there, Sonic. You asshole. Oh my
No,
god!
my mom
It
isn't that
literally
good.
just keeps going. Let's see. Is there anything worth or worth? Let's see. Okay. The Chinese doctor is the best at medical things and Asian abilities. Apparently, Sonic's mom is the best. That you don't. She doesn't even have a name. Sonic's mom is the best at cooking and cleaning. Hmm.
Like a mom. What the fuck?
Yeah. Anyhow. Yeah, said everyone else together to save time, patting each other on the backs and laughing and smiling and cheering because they were all the best in some way. I guess that is true. I really want to thank you, Sonic. You really have the best morals. Everyone needs to learn from you about what high school is really all about. It is not about drama and being mean and being crazy and being sad and mad or making other people mad and sad. High school is about falling in love and getting married and maybe having kids. Thank you, Sonic, for
What?
showing everyone this. Hmm.
Yeah, that's how my high school went.
Knuckles. Let's see. Also, Knuckles, I'm very impressed with your story, even though you were just a baby, and you could pass this year of high school and do not have to go back to the start and pay for thousands of dollars in fees and charges. Knuckles cheered and hurrahed like a baby, and the principal shook Sonic's hand and could not help but look at how big Sonic's penis was, even though when it was not out. Hey, said Tails to Sonic and everyone, today is the last day of school. It is summer now. Yeah, cool, great, shouted everyone together at the same time. Good, said the principal to everyone and then Sonic. Now I can do what I want to do, and that is rename the high school in your honor. The whole big group of everyone laughed and smiled and walked away toward the sun, getting ready to go have summer before they would return to the new Sonic High School. Um, and then the author talks about how he can't believe it got to be so big, and there is a one chapter sequel to this story called hold on, it's called something Sonic the Hedgehog World War II Dragon, and I'm not fucking kidding you when I say that Sonic the Hedgehog World War II Dragon involves Sonic going back in time to meet his ancestor, who I won't name because we're gonna read it next week.
Oh, fucking goddamn it!
It's one chapter though, thankfully.
Right.
But we will only, even if it has, I think it might be two, but we're only reading one.
All right.
But so there will be room for other shit in this section, and it will not be a 3 hour long podcast.
Jesus.
Anyhow,
Man, so I hope you enjoy this damn thing.
yeah, I think we both need sleep. Holy shit.
That killed.
See you next week.
There's so many moments that killed me. But yeah, take care, everybody.
It involves Jews.